This is Ridgefield Raptors baseball. The pregame show starts right now.
Game 2 of what has already been a fun series between the Ridgefield Raptors and the Bellingham Bells. Top team in the league in winning percentage. Ridgefield could take them down tonight and win the series after a come-from-behind victory yesterday for the Ridgefield Raptors. Hi again, everybody, on the Raptors live stream. I'm Josh Warden, pleased to be with you for Game 2 of this series, Game 31 on the season for Ridgefield. The Raptors now 18-12 on the season. Bellingham 21-9 after Ridgefield took Game 1 of the series yesterday. Final score in the contest 13-7 as Ridgefield came back after an early deficit, scored 9 unanswered runs, and ended up winning the ball game somewhat convincingly. Well, Ridgefield takes to the field. Cooper Ron's on the mound today for the Ridgefield Raptors, right-hander out of UC Santa Barbara. His counterpart today, also a California kid from Cal State San Bernardino, Austin Coleman, is on the mound for the Bells. Here's the starting lineup for Hayden Hastings' crew. The visiting Bellingham Bells leading off and DHing is Elijah Hainline from Washington State. Batting second, playing right field, Kyle Parkman. In the 3-hole and the third baseman, Jack Van Remortel. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Blake Conrad. 3 hits yesterday, including a home run. That's cleanup today. After him and the catcher, Willis Cresswell from Washington State. Batting sixth for the Bells, the left fielder, Easton Onmundson from Lower Columbia College. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Robbie Vandegrift from Skagit Valley College, making his debut, as is Onmundson. Batting eighth for the Bells, the center fielder, Jaden Matthews from Edmonds Community College. And batting ninth, the shortstop, is Cody Russell, headed to Lewis Clark State this upcoming year. And the starting lineup for the Ridgefield Raptors, leading off for Chris Coda's squad and playing right field today, Jacob Sharp. 2 for 3 yesterday, leading the league in slugging percentage. Batting second, the center fielder, Austin Cavaniss from Cal Poly. In the 3-hole, the shortstop from College of the Canyons, Mikey Kane. Cleaning up, and the DH, Trent Prokes, headed to Cal State Bakersfield. Batting fifth and playing first base is Doyle Kane. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Alex Sepulveda. Batting seventh for the Raptors and catching, Isaac Levings. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Nate Kirkpatrick. And rounding out the 9 for the Raptors, playing third base, also from UC Santa Barbara, just like the pitcher today that he's defending and helping keep the Bells in check, Justin Trimble, playing the hot corner. Teammates with Cooper Rons with the Gauchos at UC Santa Barbara. And Rons goes into the line, first pitch fouled back. About 20 seconds ahead of time, well done. 6:34 p.m. First pitch is Elijah Hainline fouls it back, and we are underway here in Game 2. Ridgefield going for the series tonight after the victory right here at the Rourke. The 0-1 pitch from Rons, a slider for a strike. And it's quickly 0-2 to Elijah Hainline. As you can see, Ridgefield wearing black uniforms today with the pink lettering. Bellingham with the road gray pants and navy blue jerseys. Here's the 0-2 from Rons. Breaking ball almost drops into the zone, and I don't know if Hainline thought it did. He started to walk across the plate, but no strike called, and I thought it was high. I don't disagree with the call. In fact, I thought that was above the belt, and either Hainline just thought it was a strike or maybe just taking an extra little lap around. But the at-bat continues. 1-2 pitch. That one he checks his swing, and now he does strike out. So Rons uses an extra pitch to get through it, and he punches out Elijah Hainline. And a rare strikeout for Cooper Rons. Not a strikeout guy, but he's been effective this year. Comes in with an ERA of 0.64. It's his 4th start of the year, 14 innings, just 5 strikeouts to 5 walks and 11 hits. Now gets his 6th strikeout on the summer. 1 away and tosses a fastball to Kyle Parkman. And it's outside for ball 1. Touched low 90s on the 4-seamer. Does Cooper Rons. Pretty good changeup that he gets really good run on. Goes to the fastball, and it's fouled back. Rons also has a 2-seam sinker as his main fastball. Occasionally throws the 4-seamer, a slider, a curveball, and a change. So a 5-pitch guy. And it's a 1-1 count on Kyle Parkman. Throws the curveball outside for ball 2. Ridgefield wearing the road, or the one-time black uniforms. It's for Pink Lemonade Night, an auction giveaway supporting Pink Lemonade Project, helping people affected with breast cancer. Swing and a miss on the 2-1. and it's 2-2. So all these jerseys will just be worn for this one game. They're auctioned off during tonight's action. And the money all goes to the Pink Lemonade Project. So every one of these jerseys that the players are wearing will go to the fans. 2-2 sinker grounded towards the shortstop. Mikey Kane behind the bag has to throw fast and not in time. Parkman goes tumbling, but he got into first base to beat the throw. And it's an infield single for Kyle Parkman. His 5th hit of the year. And the Lower Columbia College outfielder has a single. And so it's Jack Van Remortel to the plate with 1 out and a runner on for the Bells. So Ridgefield now winning 18 of their first 30 games, 18-12. It ties their best record in team history through the first 30 games. They were also 18-12 last year at this point of the season. Cooper Ron's looking a runner back at first, throws a slider across the zone, and didn't miss by much. But it did miss, according to Elijah Bester, our home plate umpire tonight. Nick Hudlow is his partner out in the field. Middle infield towards double play combo for the Raptors. Mikey Kane and Nate Kirkpatrick up the middle. The 1-0 sinker gets under the barrel of Jack Van Remortel. Justin Trimble at third base. Doyle Kane at first. Isaac Lovings behind the plate. Alex Sepulveda manning left field. Austin Cavanis in straightaway center. And Jacob Sharp gets, I believe, just his second start in right field. He was catching yesterday. Throw over to first base, and Doyle Kane puts the tag on Parkman, who's back safely. Ridgefield racking up 13 runs on 15 hits yesterday, while the Bells totaled 7 runs on 11 hits during the contest. 1-1 pitch is in there for a strike. Like I said, Cooper Ron's not a big strikeout guy. Came in with 5 punch-outs in 14 innings, whereas league leaders are well over a strikeout per inning. He is well under that total, but don't think that makes him ineffective. He has been quite the opposite. The pitch high and outside. Lovings throws down to second, easily in time to get Parkman, who's trying to steal on the play, and he's thrown out by a mile. Ronzi and Lovings teaming up to gun down Kyle Parkman, a caught stealing. And the pitch high and outside, allowing Lovings to come out of his crouch, and Kirkpatrick made the tag. And there's 2 down here, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and Rons could still face the minimum here in the first inning. 2-2 pitch, taken, strike 3. Right after it was 1 out, 1 on. He gets 2 outs on 2 pitches with help from Isaac Lovings. And that's the inning, faces 3. He strikes out 2 and gets a caught stealing. And good inning for Ridgefield to start out in the top of the first. Through half an inning, it's the Raptors coming up and the Bellingham Bells 0.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Hit the road safely with Les Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Ridgefield Main Street is working to keep our small town charm intact while enhancing the economic opportunities for businesses located in our downtown. Follow Pioneer Street West to experience the heart of Ridgefield.
Hey baseball fans, after the game visit A, the area's premier gaming, dining, entertainment, and meeting destination. A is a proud supporter of the Ridgefield Raptors and the perfect place to meet up with friends after a Raptors win for dinner, drinks, and great times. Keep the fun and excitement going after the 9th inning and grab beers at Tom's Urban, or enjoy a perfectly cooked porterhouse at Michael Jordan's Steakhouse. With 100,000 square feet of gaming space, 15 different restaurants, bars, and retail outlets to choose from, A has just what you need to turn your night at the ballgame into a night you won't forget. A, just off I-5 at exit 16, ILANIresort.com.
Another gorgeous day for baseball here for Game 2 of this 6-game homestand for the Ridgefield Raptors. And middle game of the series against the Bellingham Bells. After a series opening victory for the Raptors last night. No score into the bottom of the first inning here at the Rourke. Some good West Coast League games last night. A walk-off in Kamloops in Yakima, where the Pippins beat Kamloops 7-6 yesterday, their 4th straight win. Yakima was the lowest team in the league in terms of win percentage when they faced Ridgefield last series, and Yakima Valley winning that series and winning the Kamloops series. 4 wins in a row. Sam Olson got his 3rd walk-off hit of the season. How about that for the Yakima kid? And here's the biggest part. Yakima got out-hit 16-7 in that game, and they won, getting out-hit by almost 10. And you think, well, maybe Kamloops committed a lot of errors. No, Yakima committed 6 errors and got out-hit by 9 and won the game. I cannot honestly tell you how in the world that happens, but it did. And Yakima wins yesterday. Kelowna won a game 19-2 yesterday. Bend beat Walla Walla 13-7. Portland blew out Springfield 10-1. And Corvallis beat Edmonton 5-0. So Bend, Portland, and Corvallis all winners. They were the 3 teams ahead of Ridgefield in the standings. Ridgefield did also win. So the top 4 teams in the Southern Division all victorious. So the standings essentially stay intact. Ridgefield still in 4th place. 2.5 games out of first. Portland at the top. Well, Jacob Sharp steps in to face Austin Coleman. No score here in the bottom of the first inning. Jacob Sharp ready to go to lead off. First pitch is high and tight, ball 1. Austin Coleman, the 6'1", 190-pounder right-hander from Cal State San Bernardino. The 22-year-old, originally from Fontana, California. The 1-0 from him is swung on and fouled away. His 8th start of the year. He's gone almost 29 innings, 19 strikeouts, 8 walks. A batting average allowed of just 175 for Austin Coleman, and an ERA of 3.14. Works from the stretch at all times. The 1-1 pitch from Austin Coleman is swung on and blooped into right field. Got some good carry on it. It lands and will get all the way to the wall. Jacob Sharp gets to second, and he will hold up there. The league leader in slugging percentage gets another double and leads off this contest with an extra base hit. Jacob Sharp walks into second to right center field. And he already had 6 doubles and 6 home runs on the year. He's the only guy in the league with a slugging percentage of 700. Next closest is a touch over 600. He has far and away been the most powerful hitter in the league. Gets his 7th double. Pretty crazy. Austin Cavanis next up. No score, no outs in the first. A fastball zinged in for a ball inside, 1-0. Just to add on to that with Jacob Sharp, he's leading the league in slugging percentage. Ridgefield also has the league leader in batting average, but it's a different player. Trent Prokes is first in average. Sharp is first in slugging percentage. The 1-0 to Cavanis, swung on and torched down the right field line, but foul. Well foul, but he got all of that one. That's a 1-1 count. Ridgefield also has the league leader in on-base percentage, tied for first. That is Jacob Sharp. And then OPS, which in my opinion is the best offensive statistic, on-base plus slugging, that's Jacob Sharp in first place of players with 80 plate appearances. 1-1 pitch, a chopper that might stay fair, and it lands foul. And the catcher, Cresswell, touches it in foul ground. Landed on the plate, but traveled horizontal relative to the plate. 1-2 the count. Jacob Sharp and OPS over 1,000. For context, there was only one player in the league last year who ended the season with on-base plus slugging at over 1,000. That was Travis Bazana, who won the MVP. Jacob Sharp has an OPS of 1/120. It's crazy. That's just ridiculous. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Austin Cavanis, and a breaking ball. He hits on the ground towards third. It's fielded by Van Remortel. Got to make a quick throw, and he does exactly that. And Jacob Sharp unable to advance on the play. So Cavanis out on the 5-3 ground out. Mikey Kane will be the batter with 1 away here in the bottom of the first. Mikey Kane from College of the Canyons, the shortstop, hitting .292 on the summer.
Now coming to the plate for the Raptors is number 20, your shortstop from USC.
9 doubles, 2 home runs on the year. Yesterday went 2 for 5 on the game. Right after snapping an 8-game hit streak in the finale against Yakima Valley, and then started a new one yesterday with 2 singles. Swings over the first pitch. It's 0-1. Mikey and Doyle Kane, the 2 brothers, combining for 2 hits apiece yesterday. And Mikey now bats in the 3-hole. He was behind Doyle in the lineup yesterday. They batted 5th and 6th. Now Doyle stays in the 5-hole. Mikey batting third. 0-1 with a runner in scoring position. He fights this one off behind home plate. and an 0-2 count with one away. So Jacob Sharp leading off this inning with a double. Mikey Kane at the plate with an RBI opportunity. He's already got 22 RBIs in 28 games played. Really good clip for Mikey Kane. Could score the go-ahead run here. No score, but he's behind 0-2. Here comes Coleman with the next pitch. Breaking ball, gets the barrel on it to fairly deep left center field. Matthews going back into the corner. He makes the catch. Sharp trying to advance, and the throw is cut off. And Jacob Sharp does get into third. It's a fly out for Mikey Kane. Sharp into third base, and Trent Prokes the batter. So 2 down. It's up to Trent to try to get on the board here. Ridgefield also had a little 2-out rally in the first inning yesterday, scoring 2 runs with 2 outs thanks to Doyle Kane. It was 0-2, 2 down. Ridgefield down by 3, first inning. And seemed like Bellingham was going to jump out with the momentum early, which they did with a 3-run top of the first, but Ridgefield came back with a 2-run double by Doyle Kane. Still went into the second inning trailing, but only by 1, and they did not let up offensively from then on. Trent Prokes takes the first pitch outside. Now started a string for Ridgefield where they scored 9 unanswered runs, then gave up 3 more, and then proceeded to score another 4 unanswered runs. And won at 13-7. Final score. 1-0 pitch to Trent Prokes is upstairs. Ball 2. Prokes hitting .402. It's the only player in the league with a batting average over 400. First in the league. He's got 5 doubles. Had his first home run of the summer yesterday. Went 4 for 4 in the ball game. Now Austin Coleman tries to throw some water on the fire. That is Trent Prokes, but he's behind 2-0 to Prokesy. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Ground ball third base side into left field. Trent Prokes comes through again. He's 5 for 5 in the series. He gets an RBI single, and the Raptors jump out in front in the first inning. Trent Prokes collects his 13th RBI of the year. Through the left side, and it scores Jacob Sharp, who had doubled to lead off this game, but after a ground out and a fly out, Ridgefield needed a base hit in order to score him, and they got exactly that. Trent Prokes singles. He has reached all 6 times when he's come to the plate against Bellingham, which came into this series as the top team in the league and team ERA. Doyle Kane the batter, and a breaking ball for a strike. Bellingham is no longer the top team in ERA, with Ridgefield plating 13 runs yesterday. They're now second. It's still very respectable 2.83 ERA, just behind Corvallis. Had the best ERA in the league in 2015 and 2018 and 2021. And when they're not first, they're usually close. 0-1 the count to Doyle Kane, a heater up and in. Ball 1, 1-1, 2 down, runner at first after Trent Prokes collects the RBI single. He only had 1 RBI yesterday, did Prokes, despite going 4 for 4 the home run. So his only RBI was scoring himself yesterday. That's the only one. Doyle Kane laces a ball to right field. Coming in is Parkman. He's able to make the catch, and that retires the side. Good inning for Ridgefield. A leadoff base hit. They bring him around with 2 outs and score 1 run to go ahead. 1 run on 2 hits, 1 left on, no errors. And the Raptors are ahead here in the first inning. 1-0 is the score. Cooper Rons will pitch with a lead when we return.
Dick Hanna Dealerships is proud to welcome everyone back to support our Ridgefield Raptors. Just in time for warm summer nights with family and friends, lounging on the lawn, or eating dogs in the stands. Feels good to be back. In business for over 70 years, Dick Hanna Dealerships is a local, family-owned business with locations in Vancouver, Kelso, and Portland. Choose from thousands of cars and 12 new car brands. Experience nice in the car business. Dick Hanna Dealerships. Believe in nice. Now play ball.
At Eden Health, our commitment is to caring. We recognize the importance of caring for others, and we consider it a privilege. We are committed to addressing our patients' specific needs, providing hands-on care and services, helping families through tough situations, and supporting our fellow employees. We listen, build relationships, and go above and beyond to create meaningful experiences throughout our continuum of care. Whether you find yourself a patient to any of the Eden Health services lines or you become part of our team, you will notice the Eden Health difference.
Well, welcome back on the Raptors live stream here in the second inning. Cooper Ron's back on the mound. As now is Ridgefield leading 1-0 in this ball game. First batter of the second inning is Blake Conrad. Ronzi quickly gets ahead of him 0-2. Conrad had a great game yesterday, 3 for 5 in the contest. And now his first at-bat of the day. 0-2 breaking ball, top of the zone, got him looking. Cooper Rons, who came in with 5 strikeouts on the year, has collected 3 already. Striking out 3 of the 4 guys he has faced. The only other out was on a caught stealing. So the 3 batters he's retired have all been on punch-outs. Willis steps up with a 185 batting average. He's from Washington State. So 1 away, bases empty here with Ridgefield playing with the lead now against Bellingham. Ron's back into the wind and a first pitch breaking ball, and Cresswell did go around for a strike. Cooper Rons has been very effective, and it's a funny thing just in terms of how he's gotten his outs. 0-1 pitch is a called strike. It's 0-2. He is last in the team in strikeouts per 9 innings. Just over 3 coming into this ball game, which is a very low number. He does not strike out a lot of guys. 0-2 pitch, taken, almost got him. It's low, ball 1. However, his first pitch strike percentage, where he starts out an at-bat, over 73%, pretty high number. He almost always gets ahead of batters. He just doesn't finish them off. 1-2 pitch is a ground ball towards second. Nate Kirkpatrick dives, gloves, gets up, throws easily in time. Nate Kirkpatrick flashing the leather just to get to that ball was impressive, and he has the wherewithal to make the throw as well. Excellent play by the 18-year-old. Easton Amundsen, the batter, with 2 down, nobody on. Now, I asked Cooper after his first start when he only had 1 strikeout the whole day. Here's a fly ball to right field, and Prokes underneath it, and he makes the catch. Rons doesn't get a lot of strikeouts. He says, I usually just throw strikes on 0-2 pitches, so I don't strike guys out. I just pitch to contact, and he has been getting some more strikeouts today. He does get a couple outs in the field to close the inning. He goes 1-2-3 with 1 more strikeout, and he has pitched 2 scoreless innings here at the Rourke. We head to the bottom of the second. It's the Raptors 1 and the Bells 0.
Holt Homes is proud to be a local builder. We embrace all that is special about Oregon and Southwest Washington. The natural beauty of the landscape, the dynamic climate, the community that brings us together. It's why we live and build in this place that we love. Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. Find home today at holtpnw.com.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh-cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Ridgefield Raptors.
Alex Sepulveda to the plate to begin the bottom of the second inning here from the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. Ridgefield on top, 1-0 in this ball game, trying to take the series today. As Austin Coleman comes home with a strike to begin the second inning. Coleman, like I said, his 8th start. He's 3-2 on the year and 3 wins in a row. 3 straight appearances where he has not only pitched in a win but gotten credit with the decision. The 0-1 pitch is down and away. His best start of the year, 6 1/3 innings, scoreless against Corvallis at Goss Stadium. Only allowed 1 hit to the Knights. And a shutout victory for the Bells 2 starts ago. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Sepulveda grounds at third base side. Fielded on the first hop by Van Remortel. Throws across the diamond and puts away Sepulveda for a leadoff out. Isaac Levings will be the batter. A 1-0 lead for the Raptors. Here's the funny thing with Austin Coleman and Cooper Rons. They're the two starting pitchers today for their respective teams. Ridgefield also had a 3-0 victory against Corvallis. So both Bellingham and Ridgefield went to Goss Stadium and beat the team that has won 5 straight West Coast League titles. And they both had a 3-0 win partway through the series. For Ridgefield, it was game 2 of that, game 2 of that series as Isaac Leving swings and fouls off the first pitch. That game actually here at the Rourke. But both games, Bellingham had a 3-0 win over Corvallis. Ridgefield a 3-0 win over Corvallis. And who was the starting pitcher in those two games for those teams? Austin Coleman for Bellingham and Cooper Rons for Ridgefield. Rons, he had a 5-inning scoreless start in that shutout, and Coleman 6 1/3 scoreless against Corvallis, and a rare shutout against the Knights, who are usually one of the best teams, best hitting teams in the league. 0-1 pitch inside and hits Levings on the shoulder. And a 1-out hit by pitch. Levings is okay. He'll trot up to first base and bring up Nate Kirkpatrick. Made an excellent play in the field last inning to steal a base hit. Now he comes up for his first at-bat. Went 1 for 3 yesterday. Incoming freshman at St. Mary's College. He's from Langley, British Columbia. Now, I am informed today that Nate Kirkpatrick has a family connection with the Bellingham Bells. Did not know this, and I thought I would have heard this, but I'm told by Ryan Carlson of the Bellingham Bells, their terrific announcer, that Nate is the son of Glenn Kirkpatrick, Bellingham Bells owner. We'll just learn that today. Nate has never shared that. Didn't want to, be the big dog, I assume. I respect it. A strike in the inside to Nate. 18-year-old from Langley, British Columbia. Now, I've talked with him a ton of times, shagging BP for him earlier today, and we were talking earlier about what players on Bellingham's roster he knows. We were talking plenty, but at no point did he say, oh, yeah, by the way, my dad owns the team, and he fouls it away. And again, I respect that. He doesn't want to be that guy who just flaunts his connections. He just wants the respect he's given and earned, that sort of thing. I think that's what he's going for, although I'll ask him after the game about that connection. But Nate Kirkpatrick stepping in against Bellingham. 1-out runner on first, middle infield and double play combo. The 0-2 pitch is inside, almost hit him, and brushes him out of the box on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball from Austin Coleman. 1-2 the count, outfield playing fairly deep. The wind blowing softly out towards right field here at the Rourke, similar to yesterday. The 1-2 pitch is swung on, ground ball wide of third base, barehanded by Chris Cota in the third base coaching box. And it remains a 1-2 count to Nate Kirkpatrick. Hey fans, Holiday Inn is the official hotel of the Ridgefield Raptors. Visit holidayinn.com to plan your next trip. It's holidayinn.com. Kirkpatrick steps back in, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Justin Trimble on deck. Here's the next pitch. Kirkpatrick fights it off first base side, under the glove of Conrad, and into right field. Levings will stop at second, and Kirkpatrick into first with 1 out, and they're both on for a base hit for Nate Kirkpatrick, his second hit of the series. So that pushes Levings into scoring position. Justin Trimble will come up with 1 away, as Ridgefield tries to add on to a 1-run lead here in the second inning. Trimble had a heck of a day yesterday. I think it's undoubtedly his best performance as a Raptors player so far this summer. Came in with 3 hits on the summer and had 2 yesterday, 2 runs, a double in the first inning, a home run in the 5th. He takes low, ball 1. The RBI double in the second inning scored the tying run after Bellingham had gotten up 3-0, and Trimble provided the game-tying extra base hit and then some insurance runs in the 5th with a 2-run shot to right field. A 1-0 pitch, a check swing, and it's a strike, 1-1. Trying to provide some run support for his college teammate. Trimble and Cooper Rons, both from UC Santa Barbara, although Rons is in the portal, but Trimble is not. He's at the plate. 1-2 the count, or 1-1 the count with runners in first and second. Coleman fires outside, ball 2 to Justin Trimble. Left-handed batter against right-handed pitcher. Jacob Sharp is on deck. Top of the order awaits. One away here in the second inning. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Trimble takes it on the outside. Strike two. Ridgefield, which has won 5 of the last 6 series as a ball club. Bellingham has won 7 series in a row. Two teams playing pretty well. Ridgefield going for the series win today. 2-2 pitch swung on, and it's, I believe, off his foot. Either way, it lands in foul territory and picked up by Cresswell. Even if it didn't hit his foot, it's still a foul ball, and 2-2 the count to Justin Trimble. Ridgefield has won 7 of their 10 series this year. I said have won 5 of the last 6, which is true. It's just that the one loss was the most recent one. Snapped a 5-series streak in Yakima. But they could start a new streak today by winning today's game and win the series. 2-2 pitch upcoming from Austin Coleman. Kicks and comes home. Low, ball 3 to load the count. And 1 ball away from loading the bases. If Justin Trimble can get aboard with 1 away, would bring up the top of the order. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 on. Second inning. Here's the pitch, swung on and foul tipped into the glove. And strike 3. Trimble is down. And now it's the top of the order with 2 down. Jacob Sharp to the plate. Doubled in his first at-bat and has scored the only run for either team to this point. 1-0 the score. He's 3 for 4 in the series. With 2 singles, a double, 2 walks. Now with 2 on in a close ball game, second inning. Austin Coleman from the stretch. Sharp takes the first pitch low. Funny thing about yesterday's game, Sharp went 2 for 3 and lowered his slugging percentage. It went down on a 2 for 3 day. That's how high it was. And they were both singles, so it doesn't increase the slugging percentage as much as an extra base hit would. Here's the 1-0 to him. It's outside for ball 2. The slugging percentage is just total bases divided by at-bats. So a double is worth twice as much as a single, triple 3 times as much, and so forth. So 2 singles out of 3 at-bats, that's 2 bases, so a .666 slugging percentage. But he came in with a slugging rate of over 700. It dropped down to exactly 700 after the game. So he goes 2 for 3, lowers the slugging percentage. He's still first in the league in slugging and has raised it today with a double in his first at-bat. He's ahead 2-0 with 2 on. The next pitch is inside ball 3. If they pitch around Sharp, that would load the bases for Austin Cavanis, who is on deck right now. 2 down, second inning. Ridgefield up by a run. Under the sun here in Southwest Washington. Austin Coleman's 3-0 pitch is taken above the belt, ball 4. And a 4-pitch walk for Jacob Sharp, his 3rd walk of the series already. He has reached in 4 of the 5 times he's come to the plate, and the bases are loaded. 2 down in the second inning. Bellingham could still post a scoreless inning this frame and keep it a 1-run game. Or Austin Cavanis could put some serious damage early on in this contest. And a mound visit now for Austin Coleman. So Austin Cavanis will come up with the bases juiced. There's no activity right now in the Bellingham bullpen. Cavanis has put the ball in play all 6 plate appearances this series, but he has yet to get a hit. Yesterday he had a pop out, a foul out, a fly out, a ground out, and a fielder's choice. He ended up scoring a run after reaching on the fielder's choice. Hitting .268 on the summer. 10 RBIs in his 20 games played. And after this mound visit, he will try to go for another run batted in. 2 down, bases loaded. It's Isaac Lovings at third, Nate Kirkpatrick at second, and Jacob Sharp, the trail runner, at first.
Here's your center fielder, Austin Cavanis.
Soft wind out towards right field for the left-hand hitting Austin Cavanis. Here comes Austin Coleman. First pitch splits the plate, strike 1. Good velo from Coleman, who's been hitting 93, 94 pretty much every fastball. That was an 0-1 count on Cavanis. Coleman comes set. Now fires with the 0-1. It's blooped foul down the left field line. And to the concourse here at the Rourke. No balls, 2 strikes. Bellingham one good pitch away from keeping it a one-run margin, straining the bases loaded. The Bells themselves left the bases loaded in back-to-back innings yesterday when they were on offense. Now they're trying to give Ridgefield some of their own medicine here. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here comes the pitch, swung on and hit foul behind home plate. And Austin Cavanis does a good job of staying alive. The Cal Poly San Luis Obispo Mustang at the plate for a second at-bat. 3 doubles and a home run this year. Outfield playing him basically straight up, a little bit deep in right field. 0-2 the count from Austin Coleman. Coleman works Cavanis, and the pitch is swung on in the dirt, strike 3, and that ends the inning. Ridgefield gets a single, a hit by pitch, and a walk, but it ends with a strikeout, and the Raptors strand the bases loaded and do not score. And Coleman pitches a scoreless second inning. Ridgefield does still lead 1-0 after 2 complete innings of play. Stay with us on the Raptors live stream.
At Eden Health, our commitment is to caring. We recognize the importance of caring for others, and we consider it a privilege. We are committed to addressing our patients' specific needs, providing hands-on care and services, helping families through tough situations, and supporting our fellow employees. We listen, build relationships, and go above and beyond to create meaningful experiences throughout our continuum of care. Whether you find yourself a patient to any of the Eden Health services lines or you become part of our team, you will notice the Eden Health difference.
The Ridgefield Raptors are back, where the entire family can watch top-level college baseball players live at the Rourke. Now, kids 12 and under get in free with a paid adult for all Sunday afternoon Raptors games. Enjoy local Southwest Washington baseball with the whole family this summer. Sunday games are at 105 and are presented by Peace Health and the Columbian. Come cheer on your Ridgefield Raptors all season long. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
I'd say it's an appropriate start to the game for Ridgefield, coming in with the league leader in slugging percentage and league leader in batting average. 2 different guys, Jacob Sharp and Trent Prokes. Sharp doubles in the first inning, true to form, extra base hits, after all, his calling card, and then Trent Prokes gets a single. After all, leads the league in batting average, not slugging percentage. A lot of singles on the year. He gets one of those again, an RBI base hit, and scores Sharp in the first inning. Neither team has scored since. We're on to the third. Cooper Ron's back onto the mound, and he begins the third inning with a fastball low for ball 1 to Robbie Vandegrift, making his debut today. His first at-bat for the Bellingham Bells. The 1-0 pitch is grounded foul. Plays for Skagit Valley College, originally from Buckley, Washington. 5'9", a $185 for Robbie Vandegrift. Gets the start at second base today for Bellingham. Ron's 1-1 pitch breaks into the zone for strike 2. Middle infield playing towards the lines. Mikey Kane left of center. Nate Kirkpatrick manning second base. The 1-2 pitch inside. And 2 balls and 2 strikes from Cooper Ron, who has collected 3 strikeouts so far and has faced the minimum. 2 balls, 2 strikes from Cooper Ron's. Kicks and a pitch away, ball 3. Full count to the leadoff man. Robbie Vandegrift in his first plate appearance as a Bellingham Bell. Right-hand hitter against right-hand pitcher. The payoff pitch from Ron's is just low, ball 4. And a full count walk to put the leadoff man aboard. Jaden Matthews, the batter. Well, yesterday, Ridgefield got its first ever win in a series opener against Bellingham. Now 4-6 versus the Bells all time. This now being game 11 in team history between Bellingham and Ridgefield. A 1-0 lead for the Raptors. First pitch to Jaden Matthews is a called strike, 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first, top half of the third inning. 1,087 fans viewed the victory yesterday for Ridgefield, 13-7, the final score. The 0-1 pitch barreled up into left field and lands for a base hit. Sepulveda up with it. It will advance Vandegrift to second. Matthews to first on a no-out single. And now Cody Russell, the batter, with 2 on and nobody out. Cooper Ronds had faced the minimum through the first 2 innings, but first 2 guys reach here in the third. Ridgefield totaled 8 extra base hits yesterday. 5 doubles and 3 home runs in the ballgame. As Ronds throws, a bunt coming back to him. He wants to throw to second. He spikes it, but Mikey Kane was on the bag, and he's called safe. Kane's falling backwards. I thought he still had his foot on the bag, and he does not know why Nick Hudlow called him safe. I thought he had his foot on the bag, but they call everybody safe. The throw was a one-hopper from Ronds, but it was so far in front of the bag, it actually worked out fine because it wasn't a short hop. It came up towards Kane's chest, and he made the play, and I thought still had his foot on the bag for the force out. But it's called safe, and it's going to be a fielder's choice, bases loaded situation now with nobody out. So it'll go down as a fielder's choice in E1 on the play probably. Is that what you think, Cage? I would say, yeah, fielder's choice E1. I think that's how I would do it, but let me know if you think otherwise. Bases loaded. And the first pitch to Elijah Hainline is hit into right field. Fairly deep, sharp under it, makes the catch. The runners are tagging. The throw into home is taken by Lovings, and the tag is in time. Lovings gets the tag on Vandegrift, and it's a double play. Jacob Sharp, the outfield assist. He's usually a catcher, and he teams up with Isaac Lovings, one catcher to another. And 2 down here in the third. A 9-2 double play. And no run scores for Bellingham. It's still a 1-0 lead for the Raptors. How about that? So after Cody Russell had reached on the fielder's choice, he stays at first on the play. Hainline flied out. Vandegrift out at the plate. Matthews to third. And now it's Kyle Parkman to the plate. This inning began with a walk by Vandegrift and a single by Matthews. So it was first and second, nobody out. Russell bunted. Ronds threw back to second to get that runner. And everybody was safe. So it was bases loaded, nobody out, and then a fly out, throw out. So now runners in the corners, 2 down. A pitch in the dirt, 1-1. And Cooper Ronds 1 out away from escaping the jam. Tying run at third for the Bells in the form of Jaden Matthews. Runners going from first. It's Russell trying to steal. The throw down to second is not in time. The throw back to the plate, same thing. And a run scores. Jaden Matthews gets a steal of home on the play. Cody Russell into second. As Kane slapped the tag down on Russell, but didn't seem like much of a chance to get him there. And his throw back home was not in time to get Jaden Matthews. Tie ball game here in the third inning. And a 1-2 count to Kyle Parkman. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and the inning is over. One pitch after the steal of home. And Bellingham does get a run. They could have had a lot more. They could have had less. And it ends up as a 1-run inning in the third. 1 run on 1 hit. An outfield assist, a steal of home, all in a half inning. Hope you didn't miss that one. And it ties the game. We head to the bottom of the third. Tie score, 1-1.
This is WSU Vancouver, Southwest Washington's only 4-year research university. Whether in person or via distance delivery, WSU Vancouver offers high-quality education and an employer-respected degree. You'll get a small school feel and the kind of place where you know you matter. Here, you'll get personalized education that brings out the best in you and inspires you to achieve your highest goals. Now what are you waiting for? Apply today.
C-Tran is your public transit system offering service in Clark County and beyond. Catch local service in Clark County, plus regional and express service to Portland. And now you can ride the current C-Tran's new on-demand service operating in Ridgefield and other areas. So leave the driving to us. C-Tran will take you out to the ball game and anywhere else you need to go. Visit c-tran.com for more information. C-Tran, our community, our promise.
wild third inning so far. We're only halfway through it. Saw a bases loaded, nobody out situation after a missed throw to second base where Mikey Kane looked like he had his foot on the bag to get the force out. And everybody was called safe. And then it was a fly out to right. Jacob Sharp threw home. Lovings with the tag to get the runner at the plate. So a fly out, throw him out, double play. And Ridgefield 1 out away from getting out of a bases loaded, nobody out jam. But then Bellingham stole home on a first and third situation, a steal of second, and the runner from third breaking for home, which he gets credit for a steal there. And so all that in 1/2 inning. Now the bottom half of the third, Mikey Kane to lead off against Austin Coleman. First pitch, ground ball to third. Up with it is Van Remortel, and he throws up across in time to get Mikey Kane. A 1-1 tie score, Mikey Kane away to begin the bottom of the third. Trent Prokes comes up with nobody on base. 1-1 tie. Ridgefield with 3 hits so far. Bellingham with 2. And Prokes steps in. Headed to Cal State Bakersfield this year. You know, whenever you look at the rosters in the offseason, every team announces, you know, over the course of the spring season, oh, this guy's going to come into our team. This guy signed with us. He'll play for us in the summer. It's kind of fun to see them come in as Prokes takes a pitch low. And I remember seeing Trent Prokes' name come up, and here's a guy out of Modesto Junior College, which is where he played this past year. And you might look at that and say, okay, a JUCO guy, maybe he's good, maybe he's not. You don't really know, which is fair. And 1-0 pitch, check swing. It was maybe a little bit down on appeal, no swing. Nick Hudlow down the first base line and says no attempt. 2-0 the count. Just the thing is with JUCOs, I mean, there's so many good players around the country that you could find a guy at any level that could just be a ridiculous hitter. Trent Prokes is leading the league in batting average for a guy out of Modesto Junior College. Takes a strike, bottom of the zone, and it's 2-1. He is headed to the D1 level. He'll play for Cal State Bakersfield this year. He's hitting .402 this summer for the Raptors. Nobody better in the West Coast League in terms of batting average. He's at the plate. 2-1 count. Swung on. Ground ball towards short. Cody Russell gets around the ball. Strong throw to first. And he did get the out as Conrad kept his foot on the bag. I don't think Nick Hudlow, the umpire, said he applied the tag because he didn't. But I thought he did keep his foot on the bag, and I think that was Hudlow's call. So a 6-3 ground out. And there's quickly 2 down here in the third inning. Tie score, Doyle Kane to the plate.
Stepping up to the plate is your first baseman, Doyle Kane.
On a 7-game hit streak, Kane steps in. And the first pitch to him is taken at the letters for a ball 1. Bellingham is still the only team in the league with a 70% winning rate this year. They're at exactly 70%. 21 wins through 30 games. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It is taken for a strike. 1-1 the count to Doyle Kane. They've won 7 straight series, including 3 sweeps by the Bells. They won't get a sweep this series. Ridgefield has also not swept any team this year. But they do have a good record, 18-12. The 1-1 to Doyle Kane is outside from Austin Coleman. Kind of lost his footing on the delivery. Seems like he's okay. Trying to get through the third inning here. Post a 1-2-3 frame, which he has not done yet, but he has retired 3 in a row. Doyle Kane coming in second on the team, .364 batting average, which would be first on the team in most squads. Not this one, he's second. 2-1 pitch is inside. Still 40 points behind Trent Prokes, who's hitting .402. Doyle Kane, a more than respectable .364. But not even that close to first place, but a very good second hitter on the team. 2 doubles yesterday. Here's the 3-1 to him, swung on and fouled away. It loads the count. 94 miles an hour from Austin Coleman. Hey fans, Ridgefield Main Street invites you to discover downtown for shopping, dining, and exploring the arts. We are working to keep our small town charm intact while enhancing economic vitality. Join us for Main Street Day and Friday Night Flicks and downtown tailgates. Visit ridgefieldmainstreet.com. Here's the payoff to Doyle Kane. A chopper above the mound. Coleman has to wait for it. Basket catch, throws wild to first. And Doyle's going to break for second as that ball gets to the wall on the right field side. And Doyle Kane into second. on the missed throw by Austin Coleman. Had to make a snap throw. It was not the easiest of plays for Austin Coleman, but still an error on Austin, and so Doyle Kane into second base. And now it'll be up to Alex Sepulveda, who try to continue the two-out rally. Sepulveda to the plate, grounded out in his first at-bat, leading off last inning. Ridgefield is now brought to the plate 10 hitters over the last 2 innings, but have not scored in either frame. That could change here. Sepulveda steps in. First pitch swung on, a tapper over the mound. Russell up with it. Actually, it's Vandergrift, the second baseman, who comes in. He snags it, throws it to first in time. And one pitch after the error puts a runner in scoring position. The Bells get out of it, and Coleman makes up for his own mistake. No hits, 1 left on, and no runs for the Raptors. We are done with the first 3 innings of today's game, and these two teams are tied 1-1.
A 380 batting average is like using Dawn as your mortgage lender. She has over 30 years rounding the bases to a new home and loves helping families build their dreams. Know anyone buying their first home? Would you like to make a cash offer on your next purchase? Evergreen Home Loans can help with several loan options. Call Dawn today to get started, 360-608-7438. Again, that's 360-608-7438. She would love to send you home. Go Raptors!
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Help maximize your mileage with a free safety check. Just swing by. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Applies to passenger cars, SUVs, and light trucks only.
We head to the 4th inning through 3 from the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex in Ridgefield, Washington. The Bellingham Bells 1 run on 2 hits and 1 error. And the Ridgefield Raptors 1 run on 3 hits and 1 error. And now that I think about it, I think we should give Cody Russell a sacrifice. It's first and second, nobody out, so I actually don't think he should go 0 for 1 there. I would give him sacrifice and E1. Was he? I thought he was bunting. Was he swinging on that? No, it was a bunt. Yeah, he laid down a bunt on that. I'd give him a sacrifice. We'll figure it out. Cooper Ron's on the mound to begin the 4th inning. And facing the Bellingham Bells lineup, Jack Van Remortel is the leadoff man here in the 4th. Good game so far after a back-and-forth affair last night. Ron's back to the plate. 1-0 pitch hit foul. Down the third base side on the breaker from Cooper Ron's. Cooper's had a good year so far, his 4th start now. And of the guys with at least 7 innings on the team, he has the best ERA, 0.64 coming in. Has given up 1 run today. It was unearned, I should say. It's another foul ball. It's 1-2. Gave up a run in the 3rd. It was his own error that made it unearned. Statistically, if a pitcher makes an error and that leads to a run, it is unearned, even though it's his fault to a certain degree, but that's still an unearned run. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Rons, and a fastball upstairs, ball 2. He only had 1 appearance this year at UCSB. Didn't use him a whole lot. His 2nd year in the program, he had made 3 appearances back in 2021. He's looking for a new home this year, and excited to see where he ends up and maybe make a big impact on some team. 2-2 pitch, breaking ball, got him to swing and miss. And Cooper Ron's with a season high, 5 strikeouts today, which equals his total on the summer. He had pitched 14 innings with 5 strikeouts coming in. He has pitched 4 innings today with 5 strikeouts. Now it's Blake Conrad, who had a backwards K in the 2nd inning. 1 out, nobody on here in the 4th. Tie score. Cooper Ron's into the wind. And a breaking ball hit towards the left side. Trimble dives. He can't get it. Mikey Kane can't corral it. And it's a single for Blake Conrad to the left side. And a one-out base hit for Blake, who's had a tremendous series. 4 for 7 now on the week against Ridgefield. Now Willis Cresswell, the batter, who grounded out in his first at-bat. Today's catcher for the Bells, plays for Washington State. 1 out, 1 on for Bellingham. In the top of the 4th. Cooper Rons has his middle infielders behind him towards double play combo. Outfield playing pretty deep. First pitch is hit towards right center. Prokes on his horse. The ball's tailing towards his way. He's able to get under it and make the catch. Off the bat, it was right in between the two outfielders, but it carried to the right field side, and Prokes used that, getting under it and makes the catch. 2 down, runner on first. And Easton Amundsen is the batter, making his debut today out of Nampa, Idaho. Ridgeview High School class of 2021, committed to Lower Columbia College. With 2 outs, the first pitch to him is a strike, 0-1. Like I said, Ron's only made 1 appearance this year for University of California at Santa Barbara. And 1 appearance against Pepperdine this spring. 0-1 pitch, grounded foul behind home plate. 2 outs, 0-2 the count. He actually replaced the guy he came in for was Ryan Harvey. Also pitches for UCSB and the Ridgefield Raptors. Came in for his future Summer League teammate. So Harvey got the start that day, and Rons was the first one out of the bullpen. He throws a changeup outside, 1-2. Rons came in for his only appearance on the whole season for UCSB. Got a 1-2-3 inning, then came back out for the next inning, and the guy who was leading off was John Peck, who played for Ridgefield last summer. 1-2 pitch, slider grounded towards first, and Doyle Kane picks it up just wide of the line. Yeah, it might have been on the line. It was close, but ruled foul. And the inning continues. So Cooper Rons had some rhythm, went 1-2-3, came out to face John Peck, who is a tremendous player last year, arguably the best hitter on the team. And I don't think Ron should be embarrassed by what he gave up to Peck. A double to lead off the 4th inning that day, this past spring, pitching for UCSB. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and the inning is over. Another strikeout for Cooper Rons. He allows 1 base hit, but bookends the inning with punch-outs, and he strands 1 runner. 6 strikeouts on the day for Cooper Rons. We're on to the bottom of the 4th, both teams with 1 run on 3 hits.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh-cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Ridgefield Raptors.
Are you looking for a career that's team-oriented with great pay and great benefits? Then look no further than C-Tran. We're looking for individuals to join our team. We offer paid vacations, holidays, and sick days, plus exceptional medical and dental coverage, educational assistance, a paid fitness program, career retirement, and so much more. Be a part of C-Tran's diverse family, where we put the care back in career. Check us out at c-tran.com/careers.
Arguably the biggest series of the year for the Ridgefield Raptors. That may be a close second to the Corvallis series. The Raptors were closing out the first half and going for the first half title. Almost got the first half playoff berth. Didn't quite do it. Went 2 out of 3 against Corvallis. Lost the finale. And now playing the team with the best record in the league. They were playing the best team from the Southern Division to close out the first half. Now early on in the second half, Bellingham and Ridgefield. The Raptors winning game 1. Tie score in game 2. Isaac Lovings leading off. Bottom half of the 4th inning, Austin Coleman back in the mound for the Bells. First pitch slider gets Lovings to swing and miss. Lovings got hit by a pitch against Coleman in the 2nd inning. Lovings was eventually stranded at third base in that inning. Ridgefield has not scored since the first. Tie score. 0-1 pitch is inside, almost hit him again. And it's ball 1, 1-1. Loving started one game in Yakima, went 1 for 4 with an RBI against the Pippins 4 days ago. Now gets his first start this series against Bellingham. 1-1 the count, swinging and missing. It's Lovings. It's 1-2. Two good defensive plays already for Lovings. He gunned down a runner at second, trying to steal. He also made the putout at home on the 9-2 double play, tagging out what would have been the tying run earlier today on what would have been a sac fly. 1-2 pitch is down and outside, 2-2. And it was two catchers teaming up on the out. Sharp usually is a catcher, but he's playing right field today. Lovings is pretty much exclusively a catcher, and he's behind the dish today. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Lovings, a swing a little bit tardy, and he strikes out to begin the fourth inning. Nate Kirkpatrick, the batter. Tie score, both teams with 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error. And we're in the bottom of the fourth. Bellingham is not only a good team, they're a long-standing team in this league. The Bellingham Bells are actually older as a franchise than the league itself. The West Coast League founded back in 2005 when it had a longer name, eventually shortened a few years later to the West Coast League. As Kirkpatrick takes a ball outside. West Coast Collegiate Baseball League, the WCCBL, as it was originally known, and I think correctly abbreviating it to the more snappy WCL, which it has been the last 14 years. But the league started in 2005 and has added on a lot of teams, like Ridgefield back in 2019. 1-0 pitch, and Kirkpatrick swings under it. Foul tips it into the glove. 1-1 the count to Kirk. But Bellingham existed well before 2005. They predate the 21st century, in fact. Founded in 1999. There's the 1-1 pitch from Coleman at the bottom of the zone, strike 2. Now, there's several teams from this league that used to be in the PIL, Pacific International League. Bellingham is among them, joining the PIL in 99. 1-2 pitch, Kirkpatrick under it, bloops it into right field, and that will do the job. Nate Kirkpatrick fights off a 2-strike pitch and drops it into right field for a base hit. Exit velocity, not triple digits or anywhere near it, doesn't matter. Gets a base hit out of it, and he's 2 for 2 today. Came into the series with just 2 hits on the season, and he's got 3 against the best pitching staff in the league. 2 singles going opposite way today, and he's at first with 1 out. And Justin Trimble, the batter.
Justin Trimble!
Outfield playing straight up with the exception of the right fielder who's playing deep. Here comes Coleman with a strike. On the heater, it's 0-1 to Trimble. Bellingham founded in 1999. They actually won the league their first year in the PIL and won the championship in 99. Eventually jumped to the West Coast League in 05, the first year. So they're a founding member of the WCL. They've been in the league every year in West Coast League play. Kelowna is another example of a team that was in the PIL. Here's Trimble, a swinging ground ball right back to Coleman. Fields throws to second. The turn from the shortstop, Russell, is in time. A 1-6-3 twin killer. And Austin Coleman gets out of it with the double play. Keeps it a tie score through 4 complete innings. Nice fielding by Austin Coleman. It was Coleman to Russell to Conrad. Inning over. Ridgefield goes scoreless in the 4th. We're on to the 5th. 1-1 tie. Stay with us.
Are you looking for a career that's team-oriented with great pay and great benefits? Then look no further than C-Tran. We're looking for individuals to join our team. We offer paid vacations, holidays, and sick days, plus exceptional medical and dental coverage, educational assistance, a paid fitness program, careers retirement, and so much more. Be a part of C-Tran's diverse family, where we put the care back in career. Check us out at c-tran.com/careers.
Holt Homes is proud to be a local builder. We embrace all that is special about Oregon and Southwest Washington. The natural beauty of the landscape, the dynamic climate, the community that brings us together. It's why we live and build in this place that we love. Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. Find home today at holtpnw.com.
We have played 4 innings so far from the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. Ridgefield had a lead for an inning and a half. Bellingham has tied it, and it's been tied the last inning and a half. 1-1 score, top of the 5th. And Cooper Ron's back on the mound to face the bottom trimester of the order. Robbie Vandergrift, Jaden Matthews, Cody Russell will be the batters for the Bells. Good start so far for Cooper Ron's, his 5th of the year, giving up just 1 unearned run. First pitch of the 5th inning is upstairs, ball 1. Funny part is Cooper Ron's allowed a run in the first inning he ever pitched in as a Raptor. First inning, June 18th, his debut. 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed. Good-looking breaker. It's 1-1. First inning of work, first start, gave up a run in the first inning, did not give up a run the rest of that start or the next 2 starts. So he gave a run in the first inning, and then the next 13 innings he went scoreless. Earned runs or unearned. There's a slider back to him. He reaches out, blocks it with the glove, picks it back up on the mound, and gets it to first in time. Didn't field it cleanly, but he stopped the ball and landed at his feet, and he makes the play, a 1-3 ground out to begin the 5th inning. He's looked pretty good the second time through the order. The first time through, he gave up 2 hits and a walk. The second time through, he has given up 1 hit and no walk so far, but still got 2 more guys to face before completing his second run through the lineup. The 8-hole hitter here, Jaden Matthews, gets ahead with a breaking ball outside, ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Another breaking ball, swing and a miss. Cooper Ron starts to go a lot more off speed here the second time through the order. And it's been effective. Just 1 single by Blake Conrad in the 4th has been the only base hit in anybody's second at bat for the Bells. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1-1 tie. Here's the 2-seamer. It's lined into right center, and a base hit for Jaden Matthews. He wants 2 out of it. Austin Cavanagh throws into second, and the tag not in time. The hustle double for Jaden Matthews, and a 1-out extra base hit for the Edmonds Community College Triton. Brings up Cody Russell, who went 2 for 4 yesterday. And he's up with a runner at second, 1 out, top of the 5th. Russell's 0 for 0 on the day. He was originally 0 for 1. We made a switch there, gave him a sacrifice in the 3rd inning. He was bunting, and so we made sure he should get a sack for that. The throw is made to second, and so it's kind of a wild scoring play where there's an error and a fielder's choice and a sacrifice all in the same play. And we got it right by the end, scoring it. And so he's 0 for 0 with a sacrifice. 1 out, and the first pitch to Cody Russell is a strike. Brother of Kyle Russell, plays for Washington State. Cody plays in Lewiston for Lewis Clark State. They're both from University Place, Washington. 0-1 the count from Rons. Another breaking ball that cuts down below the zone. 1-1. Top of the order coming up next for the Bells. Runner at second, 1 away. Go-ahead run in scoring position for Bellingham. Cooper runs from the stretch. 1-1, 2-seamer is upstairs, ball 2. Outfield playing straight up. Right fielder Sharp playing pretty deep. Sepulveda playing a little bit towards the left center gap. The 2-1 pitch from Rons is swung on. Liner back up the middle, base hit. They will wave around Matthews. Coming around from third, the throw in from center field is not in time, and the Bells have their first lead of the day. An RBI single for Cody Russell. Back up the middle. And Bellingham jumps ahead 2-1 here in this contest in the 5th inning. Now to the top of the order, Elijah Hainline, the batter. With 1 out here in the 5th. So Cooper Rons gives up his first earned run since June 18th. Big swing and a miss from Hainline. Had gone, let's see here, this was the 18th inning. Would have gone 2 complete games basically without an earned run. But can't complete the 5th here without an earned. Top half of the 5th, the 0-1 pitch with a runner going. Breaking ball for a strike. The throw to second is in time. Got him at second. Isaac Lovings has gunned down his second runner of the day. A one-man defense. Isaac Levings throwing him out at second base, and Cody Russell put away on the tag by Kirkpatrick. 2 down here in the 5th. Bellingham has taken the lead, but the bases are cleared now for Elijah Hainline. 0-2 pitch, check swing. Did he go around? On appeal, no. He held back. And a 1-2 count now to Hainline. Cooper Ron's trying to finish the 5th inning. His first start as a 20-year-old, just celebrated his 20th birthday 2 days ago. Pitched pretty well. 1-2 breaking ball taken. Outside corner. Strike 3 called. Cooper Rons has given up just 1 earned run in 5 innings, and the newly 20-year-old has pitched pretty well. Ridgefield does trail, however. It's 2-1 as Bellingham gets 1 run on 2 hits. No errors and nobody left aboard. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning here at the Rourke. Ridgefield brings up the top of the order when we return.
C-Tran is your public transit system offering service in Clark County and beyond. Catch local service in Clark County, plus regional and express service to Portland. And now you can ride the current C-Tran's new on-demand service operating in Ridgefield and other areas. So leave the driving to us. C-Tran will take you out to the ball game and anywhere else you need to go. Visit c-tran.com for more information. C-Tran, our community, our promise.
Dick Hanna Dealerships is proud to welcome everyone back to support our Ridgefield Raptors. Just in time for warm summer nights with family and friends, lounging on the lawn, or eating dogs in the stands. Feels good to be back. In business for over 70 years, Dick Hanna Dealerships is a local, family-owned business with locations in Vancouver, Kelso, and Portland. Choose from thousands of cars and 12 new car brands. Experience nice in the car business. Dick Hanna Dealerships. Believe in nice. Now play ball.
Well, good matchup here is Austin Coleman, who has pitched well, against Jacob Sharp, who has hit well this series and this season and today. And they will match up to begin the bottom of the 5th. We're halfway through this contest in terms of innings. Bottom of the 5th, Bellingham 2, Ridgefield 1. The Bells had a 3-run lead yesterday that Ridgefield erased in a couple of innings. Now the Raptors come to the plate for the first time today trailing. And the first pitch to Sharp is inside. He turns away from it, ball 1. Sharp has scored once today. He is the only Raptor to score. He doubled in the first inning to right center field and came around with 2 outs. 1-0 pitch taken just inside, ball 2. He also walked in the second inning but did not pass first base. Comes in hitting .357 on the summer, with a healthy 700 slugging percentage on the air. First in the league. 2-0 the count to Jacob Sharp. Here's the pitch from Coleman. Swung on and fouled back. 2-1. Mentioned yesterday he was not leading the league in slugging percentage. Not because the percentage was lower than other guys. It was easily first. He just didn't have enough plate appearances to qualify. Needed 5 of them on the day, which he got exactly that. And reached 3 or 4 out of those 5 times. 2 singles, 2 walks. Now at the plate with the 2-1 count against Austin Coleman, and taken low, ball 3. 3-1. Mentioned also yesterday he had such a high slugging percentage. He just needed plate appearances to get on the board. Didn't even need hits. He could have gone 0 for 13 and still led the league in slugging percentage. 3-1 pitch is rocketed to deep left center field. Amundsen going back. So is Matthews. They got to give up on that one. It is gone. Jacob Sharp leaves the yard for a game-tying solo leadoff home run. His 7th of the year. It's a 2-2 ball game thanks to Jacob Sharp.
It's time for the Old Homes tale of the tape. That home run by Jacob Sharp Sharp came off the bat at 101 miles per hour, 30-degree launch angle, and landed 367 feet from home plate.
Well, you heard it, 101 miles an hour off the bat by Jacob Sharp. And it's the 4th home run of the series for the Ridgefield Raptors. This one ties it up in the 5th. Austin Cavaness, the batter, with still nobody out. Takes a pitch away, ball 1. Jacob Sharp ties it up. Now, the left center wall, deepest part in the ballpark, is 360 feet. The left center and right center power alleys at 360, and the wall is exactly, horizontal at that point, so it doesn't get any deeper in straightaway center. And Jacob Sharp hit it to left center, right over that deepest part, 367 feet. So just got over the wall for a solo home run. Second pitch misses to Cavaness, 2-0. Nobody out here in the 5th. Takes again for a strike, 2-1. How about that for Jacob Sharp? Comes in. I'm going to repeat myself a lot just because how often can you say the guy's leading the league in slugging percentage, and it's not close. He's 80 points ahead, and then he gets a double and a home run today. Now Cavaness powers one into the sky, but foul. And it's a 2-2 count to the Cal Poly outfielder. He's looking for his first hit of the series. Jacob Sharp comes back to tie it up right after Ridgefield gave up the lead 2 innings ago. And they come back to tie it here in the 5th. Still nobody out, 2-2 the count from Austin Coleman. Fastball, grounded foul. Still nobody in the bullpen working for Bellingham. A little bit of activity for the Raptors, some guys milling around, but nobody throwing as of yet. So both starters have gone pretty well and might go further. Austin Coleman has thrown 73 pitches so far today. The 2-2 pitch from the right-hander to Austin Cavaness, swung on, hit to right center field. Will it land in front of Parkman? Indeed it does. A one-hopper base hit to right field. And Austin Cavaness gets his first hit of the series. Gets under a ball and just places it in between the infield and the outfielders. Mikey Kane up next after back-to-back base hits here in the 5th inning. A blast and a bloop. It's a runner on first. Both teams with 2 runs. 6th hit of the day for the Raptors. And 2 extra base hits, both by Sharp. Mikey Kane takes a strike at the knees, 0-1. Cavaness at first. Nobody out in the 5th. Ridgefield had a lead from the 1st inning into the 3rd, but then Bellingham tied it, and then they took a lead in the 5th. Here's the next pitch by Coleman. It's outside, and Cresswell wanted to backpick Cavaness, who was pretty far off first, but Cresswell didn't get a good handle on the ball and didn't throw down. So Cavaness safely back into first base. 1-1 the count to Mikey Kane. Here comes the next pitch to him, swung on and fouled back. 1-2 the count to Mikey. Hitting .292 on the summer, 9 doubles. Tied with Elijah Hainline for 2nd place in the league. Hainline, the DH today for Bellingham. Mikey Kane, the shortstop for Ridgefield. The 1-2 pitch from Austin Coleman, swung on, high bouncer toward short. Cody Russell fields. He only has a play, nowhere. Mikey Kane runs it out to first, and it's an infield base hit for Mikey Kane. 3 straight hits here in the 1st inning. Cody Russell had a long way to go, and he certainly couldn't have gotten the runner at second. I thought he might throw to first to try to get Mikey Kane out, but Kane turned on the boosters and didn't even give Russell a chance to throw him out. And now runners in first and second for the Raptors. Still nobody out, and Trent Prokes the batter, who had the go-ahead RBI back in the 1st inning. He could again garner a go-ahead RBI as Bellingham came back and tied it, and now no pitch as Austin Coleman throws, and it doesn't count as time was requested and granted by Elijah Bester, and Coleman not realizing it, already into his motion and threw to the plate, but does not count. No outs, runners in first and second. Bottom half of the 5th. Ridgefield with a solo home run by Jacob Sharp to lead off this inning, followed by back-to-back singles. Cavanis in scoring position. Kane at first. Prokes swings, ground ball first base side over Conrad, and it's into right field. Around comes Cavanis from second. The throw in from right field is not in time, and Cavanis scores on the bloop base hit by Trent Prokes, and the Raptors retake the lead.
How beautiful was that?
What a slide by Austin Cavanis as the throw from Parkman was on line. It was a good throw. And the tag by Cresswell looked like it was going to be untimed, but Cavanis eludes and scores from second on the play. Another RBI single for Trent Prokes. He gets 2 go-ahead RBI singles today, and we're only into the 5th inning, still nobody out. 4 straight hits here in this inning. A home run, a single by Cavanis, a single by Kane, a single by Prokes. Kane got to third base on the sequence, so runners in the corners, still nobody out. Doyle Kane the batter, and a 3-2 ball game. Runners going on the pitch, it bounces off the glove of the pitcher Coleman. The shortstop Russell comes up with it and throws to first in time. A run does score, Kane comes home, and Doyle, his brother, gets credit for the RBI on a 1-6-3 ground out to score Mikey Kane, and the Raptors are up 4-2. 1-6-3. Bounced off of Coleman's glove and went to Russell, and he made the play. Prokes got to second on the play, just the first out of the inning. And now Alex Sepulveda, the batter, bottom of the 5th. First pitch is a strike. There's a chance to catch our breaths here a little bit, as every batter has put the ball in play, and last couple times early on in the count as Doyle Kane swung in the first pitch, so did Prokes. Here's the 0-1 to Sepulveda, swings late, and an 0-2 count to the right-hand hitter from LA Mission College. Ridgefield with 4 hits in a row to begin this inning, then an RBI ground out. Now it's Sepulveda, 4-2 lead for the Raptors here in the 5th. Coleman to the plate, breaking ball grounded third base side. Van Remortel up with it, throws across just in time to get Sepulveda. And no advance for Trent Prokes. A 5-3 ground out, 2 down. Isaac Levings the batter. This is the first inning for either team scoring more than 1 run. Raptors scored 1 in the first, Bellingham 1 in the third, 1 in the 5th. And finally a crooked number. Raptors posting 3 on the board and have a runner in scoring position.
Here's Isaac Lovings.
At the moment in the 5th inning. Lovings, who's been hit by a pitch and struck out today, swings and a high fly ball to right field. Parkman having trouble seeing it. I don't think he knows where it is. It's going to land foul by a couple of feet. Parkman did not get a read on that ball in right field and broke late towards foul ground. The first baseman, Conrad, gave a good effort for it, running about 40 yards to it, but it lands in foul ground by about 6 feet, and it's just a loud strike on Isaac Levings. Runner at second, 2 down. Ridgefield taking a lead, going from down 2-1 to up 4-2 this inning. Austin Coleman to the plate. Lovings again fouls this one off. Caroming off of Cresswell, the catcher, just barely nicked him. He's okay. When Bellingham comes up next half inning, it'll be Parkman leading off for the Bells. They hope it's just a 2-run deficit. Ridgefield in front, 4-2. Isaac Lovings waving the bat, ready for the 0-2. Swings, and he pounds one to deep left center. This one's carrying to the wall and all the way out to Hillhurst Road beyond center field. Isaac Lovings conquers the left center wall. His 4th home run of the year, a 2-run nuke for Isaac Lovings. He's smiling after that one. What a shot off the barrel by Isaac Lovings. It scores Prokes from second base. It's a 6-2 ball game.
Off his bat at 103 miles an hour. 28-degree launch angle. angle, 391 feet.
Almost 400 feet off the barrel of Isaac Levings, and that's going to be it for Austin Coleman. He had pitched really well through the first 4 innings, and this inning got away from him. 5 hits, 2 of them home runs, and 5 runs have come in on the 5th inning. Just like yesterday, Ridgefield scored 5 in the 5th yesterday. They again score 5 in the 5th today, including 2 dingers today. And yesterday, 2 home runs yesterday in the 5th inning as well. Chambers and Trimble had dingers in the 5th inning. Today it's Sharp and Levings with home runs, as Ridgefield had scored 5 runs on 5 hits in the 5th inning yesterday, and today, what do you know, 5 runs on 5 hits in the 5th inning today. This one gives them a 6-2 lead, and Bellingham will go to the bullpen with 2 down and the bases empty. For the Bells, it'll be Nate Mendoza out of Cal State San Bernardino coming in for his college teammate, Austin Coleman, who's also from CSU SB. And Mendoza, with his 1.68 ERA, will come in for his 7th appearance. So bases are empty. It'll be Nate Kirkpatrick, the first one to face Mendoza. With Ridgefield breaking it open here in the 5th inning. They'd had a 1-run lead earlier. Bellingham came back to take a lead. And now it's the biggest lead of the game for either team. 6-2 is the score. And Ridgefield in front on 9 hits, more than half of them this inning. Whereas Bellingham still has 5 hits in the day, 2 runs. But they'll be playing from behind going forward, with Nate Mendoza coming in. Hey fans, Proactive Physical Therapy is now open in Ridgefield. They're the official physical trainers of the Raptors. Are you ready to get back to the life you love? Well, at Proactive, our highly trained experts will be by your side to help you take back your health and your life. Our thanks to Mason Trees Eyes, the trainer for the Raptors, and Proactive Physical Therapy. Let's take a look around the scoreboard here to see what's going on around the league. Most important are the games between the 3 teams ahead of Ridgefield in the Southern Division standings. That's Corvallis, Portland, and Bend. Corvallis is trailing Edmonton halfway through the game, 3-1. Bend is trailing Walla Walla 4-1 in the 4th. Portland has a 1-run lead over Springfield, 3-2 in the 4th. Springfield is the next opponent for Ridgefield. The Drifters come to town this weekend for a 3-game series. Yakima leads Kamloops 3-0. The Pippins going for a 5-game win streak. Well, Nate Mendoza's ready to go. So is Nate Kirkpatrick with 2 down, bases empty, and a breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. It was a pretty good start by Austin Coleman. Just got away from him late. His final line will be 4 2/3 innings, 9 hits, 6 runs, all earned. As Kirkpatrick gets under a ball and a high pop-up behind home plate, will get into the seats. 1 walk and 3 strikeouts for Coleman, who faced 25 batters. And the tough thing for Bellingham is they've got a lot of roster turnover of late. Some new pitchers and some guys who had left, and so their bullpen maybe not quite as bolstered as it previously was. And so for Ridgefield to try to get through the starting pitcher early is pretty key, as Kirkpatrick bounces 1 foul. It's 0-2 still to Nate. And Coleman had decent length. I mean, 4 2/3 innings, it's not that short, but it's also not, 6 or 7 where they barely have to use the bullpen at all. And he exits in the 5th. The 0-2 pitch to Kirkpatrick is in the dirt, and ball 1. Kirkpatrick's had a good day. He's 2 for 2. His first multi-hit game as a Raptor. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom half of the 5th. 5 runs in this inning. Mendoza comes back with a 1-2, and it hits Kirkpatrick on the shoulder. Had 2 strikes on him. And Kirkpatrick is hit by a pitch, and he reaches first base to continue this inning. 9th batter comes up of this frame. Justin Trimble will step in. He's 0 for 2, but hit a pretty hard ground ball to end the 4th inning. Right back to the pitcher Coleman, who snagged it through to second to begin the double play. And that ended the 4th. And And Ridgefield came back from that double play, but then the next four guys had base hits to start the fifth. First pitch swinging, fly ball into left field, and playable for Amundsen, who's under it, and makes the catch, and that finally ends the inning. 5 runs on 5 hits, no errors, 1 left on first, nobody struck out, and no walks, 1 hit by pitch. And Ridgefield plants 5 in the board. They take the lead, and Cooper Rons comes back out to pitch in the 6th. 6-2 lead for the Raptors. Stay with us.
Hey baseball fans, after the game visit A, the area's premier gaming, dining, entertainment, and meeting destination. A is a proud supporter of the Ridgefield Raptors and the perfect place to meet up with friends after a Raptors win for dinner, drinks, and great times. Keep the fun and excitement going after the 9th inning and grab beers at Tom's Urban. Or enjoy a perfectly cooked porterhouse at Michael Jordan's Steakhouse. With 100,000 square feet of gaming space, 15 different restaurants, bars, and retail outlets to choose from, A has just what you need to turn your night at the ballgame into a night you won't forget. A, just off I-5 at exit 16, ILANIresort.com.
A 380 batting average is like using Dawn as your mortgage lender. She has over 30 years rounding the bases to a new home and loves helping families build their dreams. Know anyone buying their first home? Would you like to make a cash offer on your next purchase? Evergreen Home Loans can help with several loan options. Call Dawn today to get started. 360-608-7438. Again, that's 360-608-7438. She would love to send you home. Go Raptors!
Cooper Rons is the pitcher of record here, and he'd like to keep that the case. He's pitching in the 6th, top half of the inning, and Kyle Parkman the batter. First pitch, swung and a miss. And Rons ahead of Parkman. Got some run support there. Last inning, he gave up a run to surrender the lead in the 5th inning. So he went back to the dugout with his team down 2-1. Another swing and a miss. Parkman behind 0-2. And Rons, right after giving up the 2-1 lead, goes back to the dugout and proceeds to watch his team bat around the order in the 5th inning, give him 5 runs, and he comes back to the mound with a 4-run advantage. Here's the 0-2 from Cooper Rons. The changeup swung on and missed. Strike 3 swinging on 3 pitches. A little bit of a delay in the middle of the windup, and Rons messes with the timing of Parkman. Gets a strikeout swinging. Jack Van Remortel, the batter. It was 0-2 with 2 strikeouts. That is the 8th punch out of the day for Cooper Rons. Easily a season high. He had come in with 5 on the whole summer in 3 starts. 6-2 lead. Throws a breaking ball in for ball 1. Van Remortel out of Michigan is over 6 on the series, but comes in with a healthy 265 batting average. Here's the 1-0 from Cooper Rons. It loops outside for ball 2. Rons had been getting better as the season had gone along, and pretty good from the start. His 3 starts were a 3-inning appearance against Cowlitz, 6 innings against Victoria, and 5 innings against Corvallis. The next pitch is fouled back. It's 2-1. The team is 3-0 when he starts, and Rons got the win in 2 of those games. Batting average allowed of 220 coming in. And Ridgefield in position to go 4-0 when Cooper Rons starts, but they've got to protect this lead. 6-2, and we're barely halfway through the game, top of the 6th. You're on Pink Lemonade night on this Wednesday affair. Cooper Rons back and misses up with the breaking ball 3-1. These jerseys will be auctioned off tonight, already in the process of being auctioned off. As I see still a little crowd over by the table behind the third base side where fans can bid on the jerseys. 3-1 pitch is down and in, ball 4. Just the second walk that Rons has surrendered today. And Jack Van Remortel reaches. Blake Conrad, the batter. 1 out, 1 on for the Bells. 4-run lead for Ridgefield. Outfield shifted away from right center. Cavanis shading towards the left field side. He's the center fielder. Jacob Sharp playing in straightaway right field. So a pretty big gap in right center. Blake Conrad, who homered to right field yesterday and went 3 for 5. He's at the plate. First pitch to him, gets a swing and a miss. Cooper Rons continues to miss barrels. He's allowed just one extra base hit, a double last inning, and even that one was more of a hustle double. Didn't get to the wall. Fairly well hit, but not crushed or anything. And other than that, just singles. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Cooper Rons has been pretty filthy today. One strike away from extending the season high, getting his 9th strikeout. If he can get another strike on Blake Conrad. Runner at first, one down here in the 6th inning. The 0-2 pitch swung on and barreled up to center field. Austin Cavanis going back. He has a play on it, and he makes the catch in left center for out number 2. Now that's more classic Cooper Rons. Get ahead of the guy 0-2 and then still attack the strike zone. He does not like to waste pitches and throw balls that aren't close. I mean, he'll try to, put it just outside the strike zone, get a guy to chase, but more than most guys, he will still throw in the zone on 0-2 and pitch to contact. And right there, 0-2 pitch, gets an out, not a strikeout, but it worked. Now with 2 down, he's facing Willis Cresswell, right-hand hitting catcher from Auburn, Washington. Plays for Wazoo. First pitch is outside for a ball to Cresswell. Came in 10 for 54 in the year. There's a ground out and a fly out today. 1-0 pitch is underneath the strike zone, ball 2. Top of the 6th inning, Ridgefield ahead by a score of 6-2. Going for the series today if they can hold on to this victory. Cooper Rons with a 2-0 breaking ball that drops through the zone, 3-0. The funny thing is Ridgefield just lost a series to a team that, coming into that series, had the worst winning percentage in the league in Yakima. And then Ridgefield could follow that series loss by beating the team that, coming into the series, had the best winning percentage in the league. How often do you do that? Cooper Rons misses outside for a ball, and he has alternated outs with walks. Runners in first and second. He's given up 3 walks today, 2 of them this inning. Easton Amundsen, the batter. With 2 down and 2 on, and Tyler Raskin is going to request time and come out to chat with Cooper Rons. There's nobody throwing yet in the Ridgefield bullpen. I do see a couple players walking around, but nobody really stretching yet. Hoping to see the return of Gary Hall soon. He said he was hot today and ready to pitch. Might see the San Jose State right-hander today and several other guys ready to go if the call is made. But right now it's up to Cooper Rons to get out of the inning. Nobody throwing at the moment. Out in the Ridgefield bullpen beyond left field. So Rons ready to go after the mound visit to Easton Amundsen is the batter. Left-hand hitting outfielder from Nampa, Idaho. Cooper Rons comes set, and the first pitch is in the dirt, ball 1. Rons' next pitch will be his 79th on the day. Runners in first and second, 2 down. 4-run lead for the Raptors here in the 6th inning. The 1-0 pitch from Rons is again in the dirt. Struggling to locate a little bit on the at-bat to Amundsen, 2-0. Amundsen making his debut today for the Bells. A fly out and a strikeout today. The 80th pitch of the day for Cooper Rons is outside, ball 3. Rons pitching with a lead for the first time and struck out the first guy on 3 pitches. Does have 2 outs in the inning, but has also walked 2. The 3-0 pitch from Cooper is a strike. And it's a 3-1 count to Easton Amundsen. The shadows lengthening here at the Rourke, covering a bit of the infield. 3-1 pitch swung on, liner into left center field. It's down for a base hit. This will score Jack Van Remortel. Trying to go first to third is Cresswell, and he's in safely. It's an RBI base hit for Easton Amundsen. His first RBI as a Bell, his first hit as a Bell, and it scores Jack Van Remortel. And now it's runners in the corners for the Bells, 2 down, and a 3-run ball game. It's now 6-3. And now Chris Cota will chat with Cooper Rons and make a change here. So that's going to be it for Cooper Rons. And pretty good start for Cooper. He does give up 3 runs, 2 of them earned, and is responsible for the 2 runners aboard. And a good round of applause for Cooper Rons. Looks like Aiden Vespi coming in, the right-hander out of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. And so he is the first one out of the bullpen for the Ridgefield Raptors today. Inherits 2 runners aboard. And he'll make his 7th appearance on the year. He's 1-0 with an ERA of 4.82. So the tying run will come to the plate in the form of Robbie Vandegrift to face Aiden Vespi here in the top of the 6th inning as the Bells score runs in consecutive innings, but the Raptors could hold on to a multiple-run lead if Vespi can get out of it. He's just 1 more out here in the 6th. Take a quick break and come back to see the end of the 6th inning when we return.
Ridgefield Main Street supports the Raptors and is dedicated to preserving the cultural heritage of downtown Ridgefield while advocating for its future. See you downtown and at ridgefieldmainstreet.com.
The Ridgefield Raptors are back, where the entire family can watch top-level college baseball players live at the Rourke. Now, kids 12 and under get in free with a paid adult for all Sunday afternoon Raptors games. Enjoy local Southwest Washington baseball with the whole family this summer. Sunday games are at 1:05 and are presented by Peace Health and the Columbian. Come cheer on your Ridgefield Raptors all season long. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
This is WSU Vancouver, Southwest Washington's only 4-year research university. Whether in person or via distance delivery, WSU Vancouver offers high-quality education and an employer-respected degree. You'll get a small school feel and the kind of place where you know you matter. Here, you'll get personalized education that brings out the best in you and inspires you to achieve your highest goals. Now what are you waiting for? Apply today.
Aiden Vespi on the mound for the Ridgefield Raptors. And a big at-bat here. Bellingham could make a big run for it right after giving up 5 runs in the 5th inning, and Ridgefield got up 6-2. But Bellingham has already scored a run this inning. Another base hit could cut the lead down to 2 or even better for Bellingham. Aiden Vespi comes in 2 down, runners in the corners. First pitch is a fastball from Aiden. Gets ahead of Robbie Vandegrift. Vespi uses a fastball, a curveball, a slider, and a changeup. His 6th appearance out of the bullpen. Also has a start. Got 9 1/3 innings so far. Move over to first, and it hits the runner. And everybody is safe and will stay put, as it was a pretty good move from Vespi, except for the accuracy of the throw. The quickness of it was good. If he had thrown accurately, might have had a chance to get Amundsen on the pickoff. But halfway out his hands, he started to hope that it just would stay near first base and that it wouldn't score the runner from third. So everybody stays put. The 0-1 pitch is a strike, and it's 0-2 from Aiden Vespi. Runners in the corners, 2 down. Cooper Rons responsible for both runners aboard, so he's hoping that Vespi can get an out here and keep his day to just 2 earned runs. He would get the win if Ridgefield wins today, keeping the lead. No balls, 2 strikes from Vespi. Taken at the knee. Strike 3 called. Vandegrift knew it. Vespi knew it. Everybody knew it. That ends the inning. Bellingham does get a run, but Vespi closes it out. And Cooper Ron's line is now finished. 2 earned runs, leaving late in the 6th inning. Pretty good start for the right-hander. And Aiden Vespi gets the strikeout to finish it off. And that closes out the 6th inning. Ridgefield leads at 6-3. We head to the bottom half of inning number 6 here at the Rourke.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Hit the road safely with Les Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Ridgefield Main Street is working to keep our small town charm intact while enhancing the economic opportunities for businesses located in our downtown. Follow Pioneer Street West to experience the heart of Ridgefield.
Hey baseball fans, after the game visit A, the area's premier gaming, dining, entertainment, and meeting destination. A is a proud supporter of the Ridgefield Raptors and the perfect place to meet up with friends after a Raptors win for dinner, drinks, and great times. Keep the fun and excitement going after the 9th inning and grab beers at Tom's Urban, or enjoy a perfectly cooked porterhouse at Michael Jordan's Steakhouse. With 100,000 square feet of gaming space, 15 different restaurants, bars, and retail outlets to choose from, A has just what you need to turn your night at the ballgame into a night you won't forget. A, just off I-5 at exit 16, ILANIresort.com.
Natura is a proud sponsor of the Raptors. Natura Pest Control, offering superior quality pest control solutions. With a staff of experienced and highly trained technicians, call Natura today. Ridgefield jumping ahead last inning. Batting around the order, Jacob Sharp led it off with a home run. And it was a long inning as Ridgefield scored 4 more runs after his homer. And now he leads off the very next inning. He has a double, a home run, and a walk today. And is now 4 for 5 in the series, with 2 singles, a double, and a dinger. Ridgefield leads at 6-3 into the bottom of the 6th inning. And Jacob Sharp to lead it off against Mendoza. First pitch for a fastball upstairs, ball 1. And Jacob Sharp ahead in the count, transferring to UNLV this year. The Runnin' Rebels will be lucky to have him. The 1-0 pitch to him is a curveball for a strike. And it's 1-1 to Jacob Sharp. Spent 2 years at Fullerton College, catching in Fullerton. Here's the 1-1. It's near his hip. He turns away from it and apparently did manage to avoid getting hit, not by much. It's inside for ball 2. Out of Whittier, California, Jacob Sharp, 5'11", 200 pounds. Here's the 2-1 pitch to him, taken on the outside corner, strike 2. Connected at UNLV through a coach of his at Fullerton who knew the staff there at UNLV, and so found a spot at the D1 level, and I think he'll play well there. 2-2 pitches way up, ball 3, 3-2. Full count now to Jacob Sharp. He has walked 3 times this series, but they've all been on 4 pitches. So if he walks here, it'd be a different scenario. Here's the payoff to Jacob Sharp. Swung on, fouls it back. And his longest at-bat of this week against Bellingham. Already 6 pitches long against Nate Mendoza. Came in last inning and got the final out of the frame. Another payoff to Jacob Sharp, and it's yanked low, ball 4. And Jacob Sharp draws yet another walk this series. Had 2 of them yesterday, has 2 today. A leadoff base on balls for Jacob Sharp. He has now reached 4 times today and 4 times yesterday. 8 of the 9 plate appearances. He has reached base for a guy who was already tied for first in the league in on-base percentage. And I have a feeling that he is going to be alone in first place after today. Now Austin Cavanis to the plate. He's bunting and pops it up. It's into the netting on the third base side, foul. And so Austin Cavanis unable to lay down the bunt. The third baseman Van Remortel now a little bit in front of the bag. The shadows covering most of the infield now, but a little bit sunny just in front of home plate. So the ball passing through the shadows as it gets home. A throw over to first, and Sharp gets back just barely. The outfield still almost completely in the sun, as is the back portion of the infield. Sunset 30 minutes from now here in Southwest Washington. No balls, one strike to Austin Cavanis, nobody out in the 6th. Here comes Mendoza. Cavanis is swinging away and fouls it almost to the exact same spot in the netting where he placed that bunt. Bunted third base side and kind of looped upwards and landed at the top of the screen. This one he fouls harder into that netting, but same spot. And it's 0-2 to Austin Cavanis. Runner at first for the Raptors. 0-2 the count to Austin Cavanis. Mendoza comes home, and Cavanis lines a ball to left center. That might split the outfielders. Indeed, it does. It gets down for a base hit. Jacob Sharp is going to try to score on the play. Cavanis into second, and Sharp gets home without a throw. It's a double for Austin Cavanis. Jacob Sharp scores from first, and the Raptors are ahead 7-3.
And it's another Ridgefield double.
Another double for the Raptors, and Austin Cavanis is 2 for 4 on the day. Now, are you saying error on the center fielder or just double an RBI, Cage? I won't blame you either way. Up to you. Fair enough. Double an RBI. I think Matthews will be happy with that. Jaden, who did bobble the ball in center, but give the RBI to Austin Cavanis, his 11th of the season. Now Mikey Kane, the batter, and watches ball 1 in the attic. Austin Cavanis at second base. Near the bottom of the 6th. 7-3 lead for the Raptors. A fastball at the kneecaps for strike 1. Mikey Kane with a run scored last inning. One of 5 Raptors players to score in the 5th. Now he's got another at-bat here in the 6th. He's 1 for 3. Had an infield single to reach last inning. The 1-1 delivery to Kane is taken down, ball 2. The craziest part about that 5th inning is that it matches almost exactly yesterday. Back-to-back games. Ridgefield scores 5 runs in the 5th inning on 5 hits with 2 home runs. Both days. That's just ridiculous. Already scored 1 here in the 6th. 2-1 pitch is popped up a mile high into shallow right center field. Vandergrift working back. He gives way to Parkman, who's struggling with it, but does make the catch. Parkman almost overran it, but he does make the play. And that is 1 down here in the 6th inning. So yesterday, Ridgefield scored 5 runs in the 5th. They did score 1 in the 6th, which they again do here with a leadoff extra base hit in the 6th inning, both games. Yesterday it was Trent Prokes homering 100 miles an hour to center field. Now Trent Prokes comes up in the 6th inning, already with a runner in scoring position in the 6th. The Raptors ahead 7-3 in this ball game. First pitch to him is below the knees, ball 1. Prokes had a good day yesterday. Singled in the 1st inning to left field. Singled in the 3rd inning up the middle. Doubled to left field in the 5th. Homer to center field over the batter's eye in the 6th, and then walked in the 7th. Then was pulled for a defensive replacement towards the end of the game. 1-0 pitch is up, and ball 2 to Trent Prokes. He is 2 for 3 today with a pair of singles. The go-ahead RBI in the 1st, and then again the go-ahead RBI in the 5th. Go-ahead 1-0, and then go-ahead 3-2. Ridgefield has not given up this lead. They're up 7-3. The 2-0 pitch is swung on, and a foul tap at the plate for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Austin Cavanis at second. Outfield playing straight up to Trent Prokes. Infield kind of up the middle. Russell and Vandergrift playing a little bit towards the bag, especially Russell. Trying to hold Cavanis close to the pillow. Mendoza with the 2-1. Off speed, out. Ball 3. Trent Prokes got a really good walk to strikeout ratio. You'd hope to be relatively close. Not too many more strikeouts than walks. He's got double the walks. 14 bases on balls, 6 strikeouts. Really good ratio. 3-1 pitch is a ball, and his 15th walk of the season. We'll put runners in first and second here in the 6th. 1 out, Doyle Kane, the batter. Does have an RBI today, but has not yet extended his hit streak to 8 games. Went 2 for 5 yesterday with 2 doubles, 2 RBIs. There's a fly out, reached on an error, and an RBI ground out on the day. And now a mound visit for Nate Mendoza, who's given up 2 walks and a double this inning, plus a fly out. 7-3 the lead for the Raptors in the 6th inning. If you didn't know, the official chiropractor of the Ridgefield Raptors, Dr. Bobby and her team at Woodland Chiropractic, they keep the Raptors ready for success. Proudly servicing Southwest Washington for 11 years, their clinic offers a variety of health and wellness options. I know Michael Lozano, a couple players went to the chiropractor today, getting their bodies right and ready to go through the summer. Well, a mound visit done for Nate Mendoza. And Doyle Kane will be the batter with 2 on, 1 out, bottom half of the 6th. So Doyle Kane steps in. Alex Sepulveda on deck. 1 out. And Ridgefield trying to add some insurance here in the 6th inning. Nate Mendoza takes a peek back at second and tosses the slider outside for ball 1. The Doyle Kane entered with a .364 batting average. 5 doubles on the year, 2 of them yesterday. Right-hand hitter from Santa Clarita, California. Waits for the 1-0 pitch. It's again outside, a little bit elevated, ball 2. 2-0 to Doyle Kane. He scored 24 runs this season in 28 games. Really good average there for Doyle Kane to get around the bases a lot this season. 2-0 is in the zone for a strike. 2-1 from Mendoza. Mendoza had a 1.68 ERA coming in. Has only allowed an earned run in 1 of his appearances this year. This is his 7th time out of the pen. 2-1 pitch is fouled back. And a 2-2 count to Doyle Kane. 16 strikeouts and 10 walks for Mendoza this year. And a batting average allowed of just 200. But he does give up an RBI double to Austin Cavanis this inning to score Jacob Sharp. Sharp has scored 3 times today and has reached all 4 times. He'll probably get at least 1 more plate appearance on the evening. Right now it's Doyle Kane at the dish. 2-2 is outside, ball 3, full count. Alex Sepulveda on deck. Doyle Kane at the plate. Got an RBI last inning on a ground ball off the pitcher's glove to the shortstop. Actually got thrown out at first, but still scored a run on the sequence. Now looking for his first base hit of the day. The 3-2 pitch is down, and he reaches via a walk. 3rd walk of the inning, and the bases are loaded. Doyle Kane to first, Prokes to second, Cavanis to third, and Mendoza's going to have a chat from Willis Cresswell. Some activity in the Bells bullpen. And it's Alex Sepulveda with the bases juice here in the 6th. The Raptors already leading by 4, and that number could increase in a hurry here. Sepulveda, who is starting his 13th game of the season today, has a hit in every start. Not yet today, however. Has put the ball in play 3 times, ground outs each of them. 0 for 3 with 3 putouts. At the plate for his 4th plate appearance. Bases loaded. First pitch to him is swung on and skimmed foul off the backstop. Sepulveda hitting .302 on the summer. Every start except for 1, he has 1 hit. One of those starts, he had 2 base hits. Every other one, he's good for 1 hit every game so far. Yesterday, 1 for 4. Had a double, scored 2 runs. He actually scored the tying run in the 2nd inning and then scored the go-ahead run in the 4th. So his 2 runs were big ones yesterday. Now he's going for an insurance RBI. The 0-1 from Mendoza is out. Ball 1 evens the count. 1 away, bases loaded. Ridgefield has already scored a run this inning. on Austin Cavaniss' RBI double to bring Sharp home. That was with nobody out. 1 out now, bottom of the 6th. Mendoza comes set, the 1-1. Sepulveda takes strike 2. Good-looking pitch to finish at the top of the zone, and Sepulveda wanted no part of it. But now he's got 2 strikes on him. Isaac Loving's on deck. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases loaded. Nobody being held on. Here's the pitch. Sepulveda takes it outside. Ball 2. Outfield playing him pretty straight up. The center fielder, Matthews, shaded a bit to the left center gap. Third baseman Van Remortel behind the bag, but not too deep. Middle infield and double play depth. The 2-2 pitch to Sepulveda. He stays alive by fouling it back. Pitch was a little bit upstairs, but did manage to get a piece of it and keep the count at 2-2. The wind not blowing much right now. Has been softly out to right field most of the day, but pretty still at the moment. Cavaniss at third, Prokes at second, Doyle Kane at first. Alex Sepulveda at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swung on, ground ball towards short. Russell Fields underhands to second. Vandegrift to first, not in time. No double play. The inning is not over yet. It's an RBI fielder's choice for Alex Sepulveda. And the Raptors score a second run of this inning. They now lead it 8-3. It scores Cavaniss from third. Prokes gets to third. Doyle Kane forced out, and Isaac Loving's the batter. A 2-run inning, and the Raptors lead it by 5 in the 6th. Loving's, who homered last inning, 391 feet to left center.
Last inning, here's Isaac Loving.
And now he's at the plate with 2 on. First pitch to him is on the outer half for a strike. At 90 miles an hour from Nate Mendoza. Loving's 1 for 2 with that home run, which is his 4th of the year. Also has 3 doubles. Right-hand hitting catcher from Pacific University. The 0-1 with the runner going is outside. Sepulveda stealing the throw into center field, and that will score a run. Prokes motors home. Sepulveda into second. It's a stolen base and an error. And the Raptors score a 3rd run this inning, and they lead at 9-3. E2 plus a stolen base, and Sepulveda into second. And the Raptors are up by 6 in the 6th. Scoring 8 runs the last 2 innings. There's the 1-1. Lovings watches it outside for ball 2. Ridgefield had just scored 1 run in the first inning. Then went scoreless in the 2nd, and in the 3rd, and in the 4th. And then just blow it open in the 5th and 6th. They lead at 9-3. The 2-1 pitch to Isaac Lovings is outside. Ball 3, 3-1. Nate Kirkpatrick is on deck. Lovings, the catcher, who has kept Bellingham in check. 2 caught stealings on the day, plus a putout at home on the sac fly denied. 9-2 double play earlier. Now he's at the plate for a 3-1 pitch. High breaking ball. Ball 4. 4th walk of the inning. And Ridgefield puts 2 runners back on the bases. And Nate Kirkpatrick is up next. If he gets aboard, Ridgefield will bat around the order in back-to-back innings. And Kirkpatrick has reached all 3 times today. 2 down, bottom of the 6th. Ridgefield using the whole lineup with some serious pop. 10 hits on the day. Scored 3 runs this inning on just 1 hit, though. First pitch to Kirkpatrick. Catches the outer corner, strike 1. Austin Cavaniss had the RBI double. Other than that, no hits this inning. Got an RBI fielder's choice, 4 walks, a fly out. And now it's up to Nate Kirkpatrick to try to keep this inning going. The 0-1 from Mendoza, breaking ball. Catches the outer side, strike 2. Justin Trimble on deck. No balls, 2 strikes to Nate Kirkpatrick, who steps back in and holds the bat overhead. Now asks for time and is granted it. Nate Kirkpatrick, usually a very still batting stance this whole year. I'm just starting to notice he's added a little motion. He's kind of wiggling the bat a little bit. Doesn't normally do that, but Just adding a little bit of a wiggle with the bat. Readies for the 0-2. Swings and a fly ball to center field. Matthews running over. He is able to get underneath it, and he makes the catch. It's a 3-run inning for the Raptors. They bring 8 to the plate. 3 runs on 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left aboard. And Ridgefield takes a comfortable lead. It's 9-3 through 6 complete innings. This is Ridgefield Raptors baseball on the Raptors live stream.
Dick Hanna Dealerships is proud to welcome everyone back to support our Ridgefield Raptors. Just in time for warm summer nights with family and friends, lounging on the lawn, or eating dogs in the stands. Feels good to be back. In business for over 70 years, Dick Hanna Dealerships is a local, family-owned business with locations in Vancouver, Kelso, and Portland. Choose from thousands of cars and 12 new car brands. Experience nice in the car business. Dick Hanna Dealerships. Believe in nice. Now play ball.
At Eden Health, our commitment is to caring. We recognize the importance of caring for others, and we consider it a privilege. We are committed to addressing our patients' specific needs, providing hands-on care and services, helping families through tough situations, and supporting our fellow employees. We listen, build relationships, and go above and beyond to create meaningful experiences throughout our continuum of care. Whether you find yourself a patient to any of the Eden Health services lines or you become part of our team, you will notice the Eden Health difference.
Through 6 innings from the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex in Ridgefield, Washington, and Clark County, the Bellingham Bells have posted 3 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors, and the Ridgefield Raptors 9 runs on 10 hits and 1 error. We head to the 7th inning, and between the Ridgefield Raptors and the Bellingham Bells. And Aiden Vespi back to the mound to face the Bells here in the 7th. It'll be Jaden Matthews and Cody Russell, followed by the top of the order, Elijah Hainline would bat 3rd for the Bells in the 7th. Almost the whole field covered in shadows now in the final 3 innings of the game. Breaking ball for a strike from Vespi to begin the 7th inning against Matthews. Has had a good day. A single in the 3rd, a double in the 5th. He scored both times. He's accounted for 2 of the 3 runs today for the Bells. The 0-1 pitch is swung on. Grounder over Vespi behind the bag. Kane running with it. Fields throws to first in time. Mikey Kane's momentum took him almost all the way to first base as Mikey makes the assist. And a 6-3 ground out to begin the 7th inning. Nice play by Mikey Kane. Cody Russell coming up. Well, on this date in baseball history, back in 1958, a little bit of history for you if you recognize the name Orlando Cepeda, former Giants player. Had his 3rd home run in 3 days on this date, 1958, as Aiden Vespi tosses in a strike to Cody Russell. As the Giants defeated the Braves that day, 6-5. And Cepeda's 3rd home run, 3 days on this date, 64 years ago. There's the 0-1 from Vespi, down for ball 1. Orlando Cepeda, who stayed in Southern California for the years following his playing career and had a couple sons who played baseball, including one at College of the Canyons. Ollie Jr. was teammates with Chris Cota, head coach of the Raptors. There's the 1-1 from Vespi. Check swing. He did go around. Strike 2 on Cody Russell. I asked Cody yesterday, how much was Orlando Cepeda around when you were playing at COC? He said a fair amount. His son would say, hey, show up early before BP and we'll hang out and get some pointers. And so Orlando Cepeda was a common face around College of the Canyons when Chris Cota was playing. 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed in the dirt. Levings will throw to first on the drop 3rd strike and record the out. 2 down as Aiden Vespi gets the strikeout. And he has faced 3 and gotten all 3 out. 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And now it's Elijah Hainline. 9-3, the lead for Ridgefield in the 7th inning. Now the first pitch to Hainline is up, ball one. Mentioned earlier, Cooper Ron celebrating his birthday Monday, as did Mikey Kane. Mikey celebrated his 21st on Monday, which was the off day, and Cooper Ron has turned 20. Cooper delivered a great start today for Ridgefield and will likely earn the win as long as the Raptors hold on to the lead. Hainline takes another strike. It's 1-1. Whereas Mikey Kane celebrating his 21st yesterday, he had 2 hits. Or celebrated his 21st Monday, then had 2 hits yesterday and 1 more today. So he's playing well as a 21-year-old. Here comes Vespi with the 1-1. Swung on and missed, 1-2. Well, they didn't have a game on their birthday, Rons and Kane, who both had their birthdays Monday, but we were driving back on the bus Sunday evening after the game in Yakima, which was a 6 o'clock game, so we didn't arrive in Ridgefield until 2 a.m. So the players all saying happy birthday at midnight on the bus Monday morning. A ball low, it's 2-2. Right as at 12 o'clock, I looked at my phone, it was 12:00, and a rousing rendition of the happy birthday song from the bus as Rons and Kane celebrated their birthday in good fashion on the bus ride back. We were kind of nowhere, South Washington at the time, 2 hours away from Ridgefield. The 2-2 pitch, sliced foul down the right field side.
Just a few more minutes left for competing on these jerseys. If you want to be in play,
both Rons and Mikey Kane with their birthdays, and now Aiden Vespi trying to help out and give a birthday present to Rons, who would get the win as long as the bullpen pitches well enough. A 9-3 lead, so you got plenty of run support. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Now Aiden Vespi steps off the rubber, and Hainline steps out of the box. Hainline's 0 for 3 today. Came in with a batting average just under 300. The 2-2 pitch from Aiden Vespi is up, ball 3. Hainline comes in with 10 doubles on the year. One of them is in a non-league game, so officially 9 doubles in West Coast League play. The league leader has 10, and so he and Mikey Kane both one behind the league lead in doubles this year. The payoff pitch from Aiden Vespi swung on, popped up foul, and not within the field of play. Remains a 3-2 count from Aiden Vespi. He pitched 2 innings against Yakima 3 days ago in that Sunday game. Did not give up a run, but Ridgefield did lose that game 8-3. But he pitched well. Here's the payoff from Vespi, down, ball 4. And a 2-out walk to Elijah Hainline. First base runner that Vespi has allowed today. And now the 5th batter that he will face is Kyle Parkman. 2 down, runner on first, a 9-3 lead for the Raptors, top half of the 7th. Vespi has been well out of the bullpen. He has made 1 start this season and now 6 appearances out of the bullpen, so much more as a reliever. But all of his runs allowed were in the 1 start. He didn't make it past the 2nd inning, gave up 5 runs, all earned on 6 hits. Whereas in his bullpen appearances, he has not allowed a run in any of them, all 6. Runners going in the first pitch, actually a bluff. And Hainline stays at first. The pitch was called a strike. And so an 0-1 count on Parkman. I'd be surprised if they send Hainline. They need a lot of base runners, although with 2 outs, get him to second, you might score on a single. Just start to chip away at the lead. The 0-1 pitch from Aiden Vespi is below the zone, ball 1. Vespi, his first 2 appearances were out of the pen. He went an inning against Edmonton and Cowlitz with just 1 hit total and no runs. Then he had that start against Victoria where he got hit around, gave up 5 earned. But then he picked up the win in 2 innings in relief against Portland. Here's a fly ball in the 1-1 pitch, playable for Cavanis or Sepulveda. It's Sepulveda giving way, and Cavanis dropped the ball. And the inning is not over yet. Austin did not hold on to the ball. It was in his glove for a moment, and then he dropped it. And so it'll be an error on the center fielder, Cavanis. He had it in his glove. He didn't miss it completely, and it looked like he almost controlled it on the transfer, but it did pop out of the mitt. And so the inning continues. Hainline gets to 3rd on the play. At first, Hayden Hastings was waving him around to come home, but then changed his mind as Cavanis picked up the ball immediately and threw it in. So Van Remortel comes up. after Parkman gets to first and holds there. Runners in the corners, 2 down. Top of the 7th. Ridgefield hoping this won't get away from them here and give up a few unearned runs. Just 1 out, and they could still post a 0 here. Van Remorel takes a strike. And every unfortunate situation is an opportunity. Vesby could get an out here, fight through a unfortunate situation behind him in the outfield, and also give some relief to Cavanis, who would not have to feel responsible for a run given up. That's still possible here. Vesby's 0-1 pitch is swung on, grounder foul, third base portion. And no balls and 2 strikes on Jack Van Remortel, who has struck out twice and walked once, scored a run. Runners on the edges for the Bells, trying to cut into the 6-run deficit. Ridgefield hoping to make sure it stays a 9-3 lead through the 7th. Aiden Vesby looking into his battery mate, Isaac Lovings. Shakes him off once or twice, now nods, comes set with his hands belt high. Looks over at third, the 0-2 pitch, grounder, third base side, and same thing. Foul, a little bit closer to fair territory this time. And Josh Sandoval sprints in from the bullpen to go pick up that foul ball. 0-2 the count with 2 away. Big out here. Vesby can get it and still post a 0 on the board. Bellingham has scored in 2 innings in a row. Here's the 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Vesby gets out of it with the punch out to strand 2. And they've stranded 7 Bells today, and perhaps nobody more relieved than Austin Cavanis, whose error does not lead to any runs. Time to stretch from the Rourke. The Raptors lead at 9-3 midway through the 7th.
Holt Homes is proud to be a local builder. We embrace all that is special about Oregon and Southwest Washington. The natural beauty of the landscape, the dynamic climate, the community that brings us together. It's why we live and build in this place that we love. Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. Find home today at holtpnw.com.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh-cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Ridgefield Raptors.
Congratulations to the Seattle Mariners, winning a doubleheader today against the Washington Nationals, completing both halves of it to extend their win streak from 8 games to 9, and now 10 in a row for the Seattle Mariners. How about that for Seattle? Ridgefield looking for a little streak here. Could win 6 out of the last 7 series and beat Bellingham 2 out of 3. They do lead 9-3 in this contest, bottom of the 7th. Justin Trimble to lead off. And the first pitch of the bottom of the 7th is a called strike from Nate Mendoza. Pitch last inning, and Ridgefield scored 3 runs along the way on just 1 hit. An RBI double. Mendoza did walk 4. And now Trimble, who's the only one to not come to the plate last inning, leads off this time. 0-1 pitch down, ball 1. Ridgefield has brought up 17 batters to the plate the last 2 innings, scoring 8 runs. And that was after they faced the minimum in the 4th. And only scored 1 run through the first 4 innings. Now Trimble swings to the 1-1. He hits it pretty hard to left field. Amundsen going over, and he drops the ball. A fly ball that he misses. Now Trimble sliding into second, and he is out at second. So it all ends up like it should have. It'll probably be E7 plus a 7-6 put out, or 7-4. I missed. I think that was the shortstop. Either way, he's out at second. And 1 out as Trimble is put out at second. Hey, if you're given a gift, might as well try to stretch it to 2, right? I mean, you shouldn't have been on base anyway, so why not make the most of it? And Trimble is put out on the play. It does go down as an error, but not a costly one, as Amundsen gets the out in the end. Now it's Jacob Sharp, the batter, and he takes a strike. He has come up to lead off the last couple of innings. Ridgefield scored 8 runs between the last 2 innings. Both times, Jacob Sharp led it off. Now he swings in the second pitch. Hard hit ground ball, but Van Remortel is in front of it, throws across, and a rare out for Jacob Sharp. Just the second time that he's gotten out all series long. And first time today, but it's a ground out for 2 down in the 7th. Austin Cavanis, the batter. Sharp has reached in 8 of the 10 plate appearances. And now we're going to get a pinch hitter here. Latif Wakil comes up. Left-hand batter out of UC Davis. And so Latif comes in to pinch hit for Austin Cavanis. First at-bat of the series for Latif. First pitch from Mendoza is down for a ball. Wakil has played in 11 games now, including today. From Poway, California. 5'11", $165 for the underclassman outfielder. Spent 1 year at UC Davis so far. 1-0 pitch is above the belt, ball 2. He's not gotten a hit yet in his Raptors career. He has scored once, 2 RBIs, 3 walks. And a good defender. Came in yesterday as a defensive replacement. Now swings and barrels one up to left center field. Latif Wakil drops it in front of the wall at 2 hops the fence. He's motoring to second, and he will stop there for a 2-out double. His first base hit as a Raptor. And Latif Wakil doubles here in the 7th. Latif Wakil, an extra base hit here in the 7th inning. Took a while. It was his 21st at-bat, but once he came, it was a good one. To the left center wall, going opposite way for 2 bases. Mikey Kane, the batter, here in the 7th inning. Here's the funny part. Latif Wakil has spent 1 year at UC Davis and only had 7 at-bats, just a little bit of playing time. He had 1 hit, and it was an extra base hit, a triple against UC San Diego this past spring is 1 hit. Now Mikey Kane barrels up a ball to left field. 1 pitch after Wakil doubles, and Latif is now going to score. He rounds third and comes home without a throw. It was 2 outs, nobody on. 2 pitches later, Latif Wakil is cruising home, and Mikey Kane has an RBI single. How about that for some quick burst offense? And it was all started by Latif Wakil. It's now 10-3, the Raptors in front, with Wakil scoring on Mikey Kane's RBI base knock. Kane is now 2 for 5 on the day. And Trent Prokes comes up, who's 2 for 3. Takes a first pitch ball. It's 1-0 to Trent. Has 2 runs, 2 singles, a walk, a ground out. Yesterday 4 for 4, today 2 for 3. The 1-0 pitch to Trent Prokes is down, ball 2. There's a few players in this team that are just some sort of zone, especially Jacob Sharp and Trent Prokes right now. Like I said, Sharp has reached 8 out of the 10 times this series, including a home run and a double today. The 2-0 pitch to Prokes, a line drive towards second, but snared by Vandergrift, and he makes the play. A line out to end the inning. A little 2-out rally adds a run for the Raptors. Latif Wakil doubles, and on the next pitch, Mikey Kane singles. And Ridgefield picks up 1 run on 2 hits. We head to the 8th inning. The Raptors are ahead 10-3.
At Eden Health, our commitment is to caring. We recognize the importance of caring for others, and we consider it a privilege. We are committed to addressing our patients' specific needs, providing hands-on care and services, helping families through tough situations, and supporting our fellow employees. We listen, build relationships, and go above and beyond to create meaningful experiences throughout our continuum of care. Whether you find yourself a patient to any of the Eden Health services lines or you become part of our team, you will notice the Eden Health difference.
The Ridgefield Raptors are back, where the entire family can watch top-level college baseball players live at the Rourke. Now, kids 12 and under get in free with a paid adult for all Sunday afternoon Raptors games. Enjoy local Southwest Washington baseball with the whole family this summer. Sunday games are at 105 and are presented by Peace Health and the Columbian. Come cheer on your Ridgefield Raptors all season long. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
Out of San Jose State University, the right-hander Gary Hall comes in to pitch for the Ridgefield Raptors here in the 8th inning. Pride of Windsor, California. And the 6-foot, 180-pound rising sophomore comes in the top of the 8th inning. Has some run support. It's the Raptors 10 and the Bells 3. Ridgefield doubling up the Bells in hits as well. 12 hits to 6 for the Bells. And Ridgefield hoping to close this game out, have 6 outs to go. And it's up to Gary Hall for at least this inning. We'll see if a different guy comes in the 9th. But right now, Gary Hall pitching in the 8th. And first appearance in a while, just getting healthy and now ready to go. Has not pitched since June 24. Made 3 appearances in a fairly close span. Got hit around in his debut, 3 earned runs, getting just 1 out against Edmonton. But then he pitched a scoreless inning against Portland without a hit, and a scoreless inning without a hit against Victoria. And so settling his numbers down, but still 3 earned runs in 2 innings. 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, 4 hits. And he'll make his 4th appearance of the year. Just turned 19 earlier this summer. Gary Hall ready to go. He will be facing Blake Conrad, middle of the order, for the Bellingham Bells. 10-3 lead for Ridgefield. Top half of the 8th. Gary Hall ready to go. And the first pitch is a swing and a miss from Blake Conrad, 0-1. Conrad 1 for 3. Pretty good day, but yesterday 3 for 5 with a double, a home run. Each of them for 2 RBIs. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Gary Hall. Lined back up the middle. It eats up Mikey Kane. It bounces off him, and Conrad will reach first on probably a single. Yeah, I'd call it a single. And so Conrad reaches on a base hit. Tough play for Mikey Kane. Short hop behind second base, and that came off the barrel pretty darn fast. So Blake Conrad gets a leadoff single, and Willis Cresswell the batter. 10-3 advantage for Ridgefield in the 8th. Gary Hall looking into Isaac Lovings and comes set with his hands shoulder high. And the first pitch to Cresswell swung on. A blooper towards Kirkpatrick. He jumps. He can't make the catch. It's into right field. And a base hit for Willis Cresswell. Back-to-back pitches lead to singles for the Bells. Conrad in a scoring position. Easton Amundsen the batter. Now Isaac Loving's calling out the defensive signals before Amundsen's at-bat. The good news for Ridgefield is just how many runs they've gotten on the board. Makes defense a little less stressful when you got a 7-run lead. If this was, a 4-3 ball game, very different story. Ridgefield has been hitting very well this series. Gary Hall comes in, ground ball right side, through the infield into right. A 3rd straight base hit. They will wave around Conrad. The throw in from right field is in time. Another outfield assist for Jacob Sharp. He's gunned down 2 runners today at the plate. And it's the first out of the inning, and Jacob Sharp throws him out by a mile.
2 long throws tonight from Jacob Sharp from right.
Blake Conrad thrown out at home. Not completely sure why Bellingham would send him there. It's a 7-run game, and there's nobody out. 3 straight singles. And they send him around from second, and it was not close. Amundsen to first, Cresswell to second. And Vandegrift the batter, who takes the first pitch outside, ball 1. So 3 straight singles, but it's just runners in first and second, 1 out, and no runs in for the Bells. The 7-run lead is intact, at least for the moment. Bells have a runner in scoring position. The 1-0 to Robbie Vandergrift is down for ball 2. How about the day for Jacob Sharp? He is not normally an outfielder either. Plays catcher, and he has played 2 terrific balls into home plate. He played outfield in high school, but not in college, really, not at Fullerton. 2-0 pitch is to the backstop, got by Lovings, and will advance both runners to second and third on a wild pitch. Amundsen in the scoring position, Cresswell to third. Now Vandergrift, the Skagit Valley College hitter, is got a real RBI opportunity. Top of the 8th inning here in a 3-0 count. Jaden Matthews on deck. Outfield playing straight up. Same for the infield. With 1 away. 2 runners in scoring position. Gary Hall kicks for the 3-0. Above the belt, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. So the first 4 guys reach, but no runs in, thanks to Jacob Sharp and Isaac Lovings teaming up on the second 9-2 putout they've made today. 1 prevented a sac fly as a double play. That one was a base hit, but got the 9-2 putout. Now it's Jaden Matthews with 1 away here in the 8th inning. Gary Hall tosses for a strike and gets ahead of Matthews. Nobody throwing yet in the bullpen, but I see Easton Culp up and moving a little bit. 0-1 the count from Gary Hall. Gets a 3/4 swing and a strike on Jaden Matthews. Matthews is maybe the guy you want coming up with the bases loaded. He's got a single and a double today. 2 runs scored. 1 to left field, 1 to right center. 3 hits on the series for Jaden Matthews. Bases loaded. The 0-2 pitch from Gary Hall is taken just a little bit outside. Ball 1 at 92 miles an hour from Gary. 4th appearance of the year. Got some run support, but he doesn't want to allow any more runs than he has to and could still get out of it here. Middle infield and double play depth. The 1-2 pitch is taken, top of the zone, strike 3 called. Gary Hall pulls the string, drops in Uncle Charlie for strike 3. The 9-hole hitter, Cody Russell, up next with 2 down, bases loaded. Still a 7-run lead.
Now at the plate is Cody Russell.
Russell has had quite the active day today. It'll go down as a 1-for-2 day so far, but doesn't quite tell the story of what he's done at the plate today. 2 down, and the first pitch to him is down and away, ball 1. All 3 of them caused some action on the base paths. Even a strikeout was a drop third strike and needed to throw down to first. He had a sacrifice bunt in the 3rd inning and a fielder's choice and an error all on the same play as the pitcher tried to throw to second to get an out and did not record the out. Here's the 1-0 to him. Swung on. Ground ball back to the pitcher, Hall, and foul. And dribbles wide of the line. And a 1-1 count with 2 away. Russell also had a single for an RBI in the 5th inning. And then, even then, didn't let up with the activity. He was then caught stealing moments later. Now he's got the bases loaded, 2 down, a 1-1 count. Hey fans, Dick Hanna Dealerships are proud to welcome everyone back to support our local Ridgefield Raptors. At Dick Hanna, we believe in nice. Now let's play ball. Well, thanks to Dick Hanna Dealerships. 1-1 the count with 2 down. Bases are loaded. Gary Hall comes home and gets a strike. The lower half of the zone on Cody Russell, who has 3 hits in the series. A 4th one could cut into the lead. Ridgefield up by 7, so it's not going to be one swing for Bellingham, but a couple RBIs would go a long ways for him. 1-2 pitch, breaking ball low. Ball 2. Almost got Russell to swing through it. Good chase pitch from Gary Hall to almost induce a swing and a miss from Cody Russell. 2-2 the count, bases loaded, 2 down. Gary Hall kicks. The fastball got him to swing and a miss. Strike 3 swinging. 13th strikeout in the day. And after all that, Gary Hall allows the first 4 guys to reach this inning. 3 hits, a walk, and no runs. Thanks to Jacob Sharp, the outfield assist to get a runner at home. And that ends the inning with the strikeout. Back-to-back Ks to end the frame. Ridgefield leads at 10-3. They'll come up to hit in the bottom of the 8th.
This is WSU Vancouver, Southwest Washington's only 4-year research university. Whether in person or via distance delivery, WSU Vancouver offers high-quality education and an employer-respected degree. You'll get a small school feel and the kind of place where you know you matter. Here, you'll get personalized education that brings out the best in you and inspires you to achieve your highest goals. Now what are you waiting for? Apply today.
C-Tran is your public transit system offering service in Clark County and beyond. Catch local service in Clark County, plus regional and express service to Portland. And now you can ride the current C-Tran's new on-demand service operating in Ridgefield and other areas. So leave the driving to us. C-Tran will take you out to the ball game and anywhere else you need to go. Visit c-tran.com for more information. C-Tran, our community, our promise.
Half of the 8th inning here at the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. Raptors leading by a score of 10-3, and they'll come up for another at-bat here to face another position player pitching for the second night in a row. Bellingham tries to keep the bullpen as fresh as possible, and with Ridgefield up big, they were up 8 yesterday when Bellingham brought in their first baseman, Jace Phelan. Today, it's Toussaint Bythewood, the center fielder, who started yesterday, was not in the lineup today, but he does get a relief appearance here, his first pitching opportunity of the year. He's a .250 hitter, an incoming freshman at UCLA, and now he's pitching for the Bellingham Bells in the 8th. Bythewood will face Doyle Kane, Alex Sepulveda, and Isaac Lovings, as Ridgefield already up 10-3 in this contest on Pink Lemonade night. And it looks like these jerseys, as long as they can hold on to the lead next inning, will be 1-0 and then be retired. They auction off these jerseys. The auction has already finished here. And so all that money going to the Pink Lemonade Project, which holds events, assistance, and help for those affected with breast cancer. Really cool event that the Raptors get to participate in and help out those in the community. These jerseys all auctioned off today to the fans. So I already saw one fan wearing the Pink Lemonade jersey from last year, the gray jersey with the pink lettering. This year it's the black and pink. Both really good-looking uniforms. Doyle Kane leads off, bottom of the 8th. Ridgefield ahead, 10-3. Here comes Bythewood's first pitch and a strike. Funny enough, Jace Phelan was the position player to throw yesterday, through one inning, and had a 1-2-3 frame in the 8th. Same situation. Ridgefield up big. Bottom of the 8th, you just got one more at-bat. They were already leading 13-6 at the time. And similarly today, leading by 7. 1-1 the count from Toussaint Bythewood. Evening up the count on that last pitch. Now comes back with the 1-1. Kane takes outside, ball 2. Ridgefield only went 1-2-3 one time yesterday, and it was when the position player came in. Now, Jace Phelan, for being a position player, is a good pitcher. He did pitch in high school, but still. 2-1 pitch, Kane swings through it, 2-2. And sometimes it just kind of messes with your rhythm. You're seeing, 86 to 90, or in this case, 90 to 94 all game long. And then you see a guy dropping in 74, even if it's straight, or maybe it's got a little movement on it, and just it's not as easy as it seems. 2-2 pitch is well outside, ball 3. Doyle Kane has already got an RBI today and a walk, but no hits. He could get a base hit here to extend his hit streak to 8. Got a full count to the leadoff man here in the 8th, and the pitch is roped to right field, tailing foul. And Doyle Kane will extend the at-bat. Taking a look around the scoreboard, Corvallis loses today. Final score from Edmonton, 3-1. Riverhawks win it. And Bend is probably going to lose tonight. In the 7th inning, they're down 9-1 at Borleski against Walla Walla. Portland does lead Springfield by 1 run in the 7th. Payoff pitch to Doyle Kane, hit towards the right side, over Conrad into right field. And it gets by the right fielder. Parkman had it go by him to the fence, and Doyle Kane's into second base. It's a leadoff single plus an error, and Doyle Kane does extend his hit streak to 8 games with a single to open up the 8th inning. And Alex Sepulveda, the batter. Well, there's 2 streaks on the line this inning. Doyle Kane had his hit streak extended. Now Alex Sepulveda wants to extend his streak as well. He's got a hit in every start this season. 13th start. Swings late on the first pitch from Bythewood. He does have an RBI today. He has grounded out 4 times. 1 on a fielder's choice. The other 3 just straight ground outs. So he's technically 0 for 4. The 0-1 pitch is off the hand, strike 2. He's hitting .302 on the summer, thanks to just consistently going 1 for 4, 1 for 3, 1 for 4. One time he had 2 hits. Every other time it's 1 base hit every start. But he does not have one here today. Can he keep that streak going? Runner on second, nobody out. 7-run lead for the Raptors in the 8th inning. Bythewood comes home. It's outside, ball 1 to Alex Sepulveda. Isaac Levings will get an at-bat here after Alex Sepulveda. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the Reseda, California native. Toussaint Bythewood comes home for the 1-2, and he strikes out Sepulveda swinging. Doesn't get on time with Bythewood's offering, and he gets his first career strikeout in West Coast League play. Now it's Isaac Levings coming up. Levings already has a 2-run home run today. 1 for 2 with 2 free passes as well. A walk and a hit by pitch.
Pacific University, Isaac Levings.
1 out runner on second for the Raptors. Bottom of the 8th. Levings takes on the outside for a strike. And it's 0-1 to Isaac. Nanaimo and Victoria are tied 4-4 in the 8th inning. Port Angeles beat Kelowna today, 6-1. Isaac Levings takes a ball to even up the count. Ridgefield is trailing in the standings. Portland, Bend, and Corvallis, all by a slim margin. There's a real logjam at the top of the division. So only 2 games behind those guys. A ball outside is 2-1. 2 games behind Bend and Corvallis, and 2.5 behind Portland. They'll draw a little closer with Corvallis losing and Bend most likely losing today, but Portland up by a run. There's the 2-1 to Levings. It's away, ball 3. Ridgefield doesn't need the top record in the Southern Division overall, but top 4 should get you in. As 4 teams make it from each division. Here's the 3-1 to Levings. Fouls it back, and it's 3-2. Nate Kirkpatrick on deck. And Justin Trimble would follow if the inning gets to him. 10-3 lead for Ridgefield. Bottom half of the 8th. Outfield playing pretty deep to Isaac Levings, who steps out for a moment to readjust something with his batting helmet or something along those lines. Now is good to go. Full count to Isaac Levings from Toussaint Bythewood. Comes set for the payoff pitch. Here it is. Levings underneath it and fouls it back. Yakima Valley also looking for a 5-game win streak. They have the worst record in the league entering the Ridgefield series. And they could sweep Kamloops. They're up 6-2 in the 8th inning at Yakima County. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Isaac Levings with 1 away. Toussaint Bythewood set. Kicks and home with a 3-2. It's upstairs, ball 4. And Isaac Levings reaches for the 4th time today. He walks, and Nate Kirkpatrick will be the batter. Well, Kirkpatrick has had a good day. He's got an out just once today. 2 singles and a hit by pitch. Came in just 3 for 32 on the summer, but he has been steadily getting more rhythm offensively. First pitch to him is outside. He is just the hardest worker. He's a bulldog on the field. He just comes in and hits and hits and hits, gets as much BP as he can. He shows up early almost every day or stays late or sometimes both. 1-0 pitch. It's hit hard to center field, but Matthews has a play on it. Actually has to come in a long ways, and it bounces in front of him. It gets past the center fielder, Doyle Kane to third, and he will score. And it's a single for Nate Kirkpatrick and an RBI. With one out, Kirkpatrick gets the run batted in to score Doyle Kane as Matthews out in center field tried to dive to make that catch and could not come up with it. And so it scores Doyle Kane. Isaac Loving's up to second. And a 3-hit day for Nate Kirkpatrick. Doubles his season hit total. He's 3 for 32 coming in. He's 3 for 4 today. Justin Trimble, the batter, with one out and an 11-3 lead. First pitch is at the letters. So Toussaint Bythewood cannot quite make the same boast that Jace Phelan made yesterday. Position player came in, had a 1-2-3 inning. Not in the cards for Bythewood. High fly ball down the left field line. If it's fair, it's got some serious distance. It's foul. Still has distance, just a foul ball. 1-1 count to the UCSB Gaucho, Justin Trimble. Two on for the Raptors here in the 8th inning. Ridgefield has scored in 4 consecutive innings now. They were down 3-2. And, 2-1 was the score into the bottom of the 5th as Trimble takes a strike. It's 1-2. Trailing by a run, and they have proceeded to score 10 runs over the last 4 innings to go from 2-1 down to now 11-3 up. They lead it. 1-2 pitch to Trimble is high, ball 2. If Ridgefield wins this game, they'll win the 4th ever series against the Bells, who came in with the best record. They'll knock Bellingham below the 70% benchmark and snap their streak of 7 series in a row. The 2-2 pitch misses. Ball 3, full count. Ridgefield could win their 8th series of the year out of 11 and get their 19th win in the summer. The full count pitch to Justin Trimble is low. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded. So Trimble walks, and now it's Jacob Sharp to the plate. And now a mound visit before that, as Hayden Hastings, I believe it is, will come out and chat with his young center fielder who's been trying to pitch this inning. And I think Toussaint Bythewood will be done. They might go to, will it be a new pitcher or just a different position player to try a new hack at it? I believe it'll be a new position player just coming out from the dugout. And so they will bring in Evan Overmars out of Pierce College. And so he's going to make his debut. He's listed as an infielder out of Tacoma, and the freshman who I believe will be playing infield normally, but his debut is on the mound. So, no, pardon me. Actually, they're going to bring him into the infield and bring Jack Van Remortel into pitch. So they put Overmars at third so that Van Remortel can come from third into pitch. So they burn the DH. And so Overmars does get his debut in the field as an infielder. And so it's Van Remortel, who is the third baseman today, who has scored 1 run offensively and now comes into pitch. He's out of University of Michigan, makes his first pitching appearance on the summer in his 23rd game as a Bell. Baseball always gives you something new, almost every game. You see something you haven't seen before, or at least just something first on the season, like 2 position players pitching in the same inning. And Ridgefield has already scored 1 run this frame, and his base is loaded for Jacob Sharp, who already has a home run, a double, and 2 walks today. His 11th plate appearance of the series. He has reached 8 times so far. 2 for 3 yesterday, 2 for 3 today, with 2 extra base hits. So Van Remortel comes in to face Jacob Sharp, right-hand hitter, who's also made 2 outfield assists today. How about that? 2 extra base hits, a home run, 3 runs scored, a double, 2 walks, and 2 guys thrown out at the plate from right field on long throws, not shallow right field. We're talking deep right field. It has been quite the day for the Whittier, California native. Now he's got the bases loaded, trying to put some icing on the cake with 1 away in the 8th. First pitch from Van Remortel, catches the inside for a strike. Isaac Loving's the runner at third. Nate Kirkpatrick taking his lead from second. And it's Justin Trimble at first base. The 0-1 pitch to Jacob Sharp bounces away. Lovings will hold at third. No reason to risk it. Already up by 8. And so stays a 1-1 count now after the ball to Jacob Sharp. Came in with 21 RBIs. Picked up 1 today on the solo dinger. That led off the 5th inning that tied the game. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Sharp. He gets under it. High pop-up right field side and no play. 1-2 the count to Jacob Sharp. Sharp scored the tying run in the 5th inning. Austin Cavanis scored the go-ahead run on the RBI by Trent Prokes. And Ridgefield has run away with it ever since. The 1-2 pitch to Sharp. He gets under it again. This one in play on the infield. Vandergrift coming in. Looking up into the sky, he makes the grab on an infield fly. And that's 2 outs in the inning. Jacob Sharp retired for just the 3rd time this series, and it's a position player who does it. How about that? Best slugging percentage in the league. And sometimes baseball just acts funny to you. And Sharp pops out here in the 8th. Austin Cavanis will come up. Latif Wakil replaced him last inning for a pinch hit double. Wakil, who had just 2 hits in non-league games and no hits in West Coast League games, doubled last inning. Now he comes up for a second at-bat. Bases loaded, takes a ball down and away. 2 down, 8th inning. Ridgefield up by 8. Trying to add on a couple more runs here if they can. If not, they'll try to pitch the 9th inning. Might be Easton Culp coming in. We'll see. As Wakil takes a ball outside. Had 1 hit in his college career so far. 1 year at UC Davis, he tripled. 1 hit in his summer league collegiate season, a double. Now he swings and lines it into center field. Matthews coming in, a base hit. It one-hops him for an RBI single, and Latif Wakil has a 2-for-2 day against Bellingham. Congratulations to Latif Wakil. It was a long time coming to get those couple base hits. I'm glad for him. And he gets an RBI out of this one to put Ridgefield ahead 12-3. It scores Isaac Lovings from third base. Kirkpatrick to third, Trimble to second. Bases still loaded. Mikey Kane the batter. 9-run lead for the Raptors. Having scored 25 runs against Bellingham, which came in as the team with the best ERA in the league. Next pitch to Mikey Kane. He chases a pitch that was inside and a foul ball from Van Remortel. 8th batter of the inning. Ridgefield has brought up 8 batters or more in 3 different innings today. Van Remortel into the wind for the 0-1. Kane swings and pops it up. 2 of the best hitters on this team are going to pop out if they can find it. The shortstop has no idea where it is, but the second baseman Vandergrift makes the catch. Cody Russell was looking up into the sky and could not see it, but Vandergrift bails him out. He saw it and goes behind second base to make the catch. He makes both putouts once Van Remortel comes in. He allows 1 RBI single to Wakil, but gets 2 pop-outs, and the inning is over. 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 3 left aboard. We head to the top of the 9th inning. It will be Easton Culp coming in out of Umpqua Community College, and he will pitch the 9th when we return. Ridgefield ahead 12-3.
A .380 batting average is like using Dawn as your mortgage lender. She has over 30 years rounding the bases to a new home and loves helping families build their dreams. Know anyone buying their first home? Would you like to make a cash offer on your next purchase? Evergreen Home Loans can help with several loan options. Call Dawn today to get started. 360-608-7438. Again, that's 360-608-7438. She would love to send you home. Go Raptors.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Help maximize your mileage with a free speed check. Just swing by. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Applies to passenger cars, SUVs, and light trucks only.
Three more outs to get between the Ridgefield Raptors and their 8th series win of the year. Easton Culp onto the mound for the Ridgefield Raptors, top of the 9th, leading this game by a score of 12-3. Easton Culp making his 5th appearance of the year, ERA of 3.75 out of Vancouver, Washington, and Umpqua Community College. Easton went to Heritage High School and a transfer from Finlandia University back to the JUCO level in the Pacific Northwest. Top of the 9th begins with a fastball high to Elijah Hainline, top of the order. Or pardon me, pinch hitter now as they have brought in Evan Overmars in his stead. So Overmars the batter for his first at-bat as a Bellingham Bell. Check swing, and I think he went around. No, on appeal, held back. It's 0-2. So Evan Overmars, first plate appearance as a Bell. He's out of Tacoma and Pierce College versus Easton Culp from Vancouver. The 2-0 is taken at the knees for a strike. Ridgefield, after losing a series to Yakima, lowest winning percentage coming into that series. And then they could beat Bellingham, which had the highest winning percentage in the league coming in. Just crazy. 2-1 pitch, gets a swing and a miss. And a 2-2 count from Easton Culp. Justin Trimble at third, Mikey Kane at short, Nate Kirkpatrick at second, Doyle Kane at first. The 2-2 pitch swung on and whiffed. And Easton Culp strikes out the first guy he sees. And the 14th strikeout of the day for the Ridgefield Raptors. The team record in strikeouts for a game was actually set against Bellingham last year in an 8-5 win over the Bells. A year ago, almost to the day, Ridgefield pitchers struck out 18 against the Bells last year. That's the record in Ridgefield history. Today, got 14 now. First pitch is a strike to Kyle Parkman. Easton Culp ahead. The 0-1 pitch is taken low for a ball. It's fun getting to know Easton Culp earlier this year. And has a pretty funny story just about Finlandia University, where he played his first year of college ball, spring of 2021. A slider grounded off the foot of Kyle Parkman for strike one. 1 out, nobody on. 9-run lead for the Raptors in the 9th. Finlandia University is a D3 institution located in Hancock, Michigan. And Culp went out there just because they gave him a good offer. It was the best offer he had to play college baseball, so we went out to the Midwest. Here's a line drive into left center off the bat of Parkman. That'll split the outfielders. Gets past Wakeel, who tracks it down at the warning track and gets it back in, but Parkman into second for a 1-out double here in the 9th. We'll bring up Jack Van Remortel, the pitcher slash third baseman slash three-hole hitter for the Bells, who has 3 strikeouts and a walk today when he's at the plate. And pitching-wise, he faced 3 batters, got 2 pop-outs and a single. And now is at the plate in the 9th inning. Runner at second, 9-run lead for Ridgefield. And Remortel out of Michigan at the plate. So playing in Michigan, Easton Culp played 1 year last spring. And he wanted to be a two-way player. They allowed him to do that as Van Remortel swings and misses. He was a third baseman and pitcher. The team, however, was not very good. Easton Culp, he was a first-year player and got a decent amount of playing time, but he could only do so much. The team played 37 games, and you know how many they lost? 37. They went 0-37 in his 1 year at Finlandia. Only one of those losses was by 1 run. And that was a struggle for Easton Culp and that team. I mean, just imagine what that would be like down the home stretch. You're 0-31, 0-32. Hey, are we going to win a game this year? And no, 0-37 last spring. Ended up transferring to Umpqua, back in the Pacific Northwest to be closer to home. Gets a strike here on Jack Van Remortel. It's 0-2 from Easton Culp, who has pitched well for the Raptors this year. 3.75 ERA in 12 innings. 10 strikeouts, now 11, including one today to just 3 walks. Slider, swing, and a high fly ball to left field. Sepulveda back and can turn around on it, get underneath, and make the catch. 2 down here in the ninth. Next batter will be Blake Conrad. 1 out away from getting the 19th win of the year and the series win against Bellingham. Funny part about that 1-run loss, Finlandia University, like I said, 37 losses, only one of them by 1 run. And Easton Culp pitched the final inning of that 1-run loss. They had a 1-run lead. He entered with runners in the corners. A sac fly tied the game, and then an error scored 2 runs, an unearned run, and Culp had to take the loss, even though it was a fielder that made the blunder, and appropriately for a team that went 0-37, an error lost the closest game of the year, and Easton Culp suffered the loss. 1-0 pitch is at the bottom of the zone to Blake Conrad. 1-1 with 2 down. He actually was planning on going back. It wasn't a bad experience for him. He was going to go back and play for Finlandia, but he had played a couple tournaments for a summer ball team and saw the facilities in Roseburg and liked his opportunity at Umpqua. A little fister third base side. Justin Trimble fields in fair territory. Throws to first, and Doyle Kane hangs on to it and makes the out. Ball game over. Easton Culp finishes it out. Ridgefield wins the series against Bellingham, the top team in the league, and Ridgefield runs away with it. Final score in Game 2. The Raptors 12 and the Bells 3. Ridgefield has outscored Bellingham 25-10 so far this series, and they could go for their first sweep of the season tomorrow. First pitch at 6:35 as the Raptors try to add on to this momentum, start out the homestand 2-0, and could go for a sweep tomorrow. Top 4 guys in the order all get 2 hits today, plus Nate Kirkpatrick leading the team with 3 hits. And great day for Ridgefield's offense. Cooper Rons gets the victory today, and Austin Coleman suffers the loss. And Ridgefield improves to 19-12 on the year. Bellingham 21-10. Well, I'm Josh Warden. Thanks for listening to the Ridgefield Raptors live stream. I'd like to thank Ethan Reyes and everyone else here in the Ridgefield press box. We'll be back tomorrow to do it all over again for Game 3 of this series. Until then, so long, everybody. Go Raptors.